And a good afternoon to you, and welcome inside the MAC Arena, Rich Arena as well, here at the MAC here in St. Cloud. Charlie Nolan broadcasting to you, getting ready for boys hockey here this afternoon as Detroit Lakes will take on the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders here as Lakers look to continue their winning ways. They have won 7 of their last 9 games. Got wins this past week. They beat Fergus Falls on Tuesday and beat Bemidji last Saturday. And the Lakers enter play with an overall record of 12 wins, 8 losses on the season, currently on a 3-game winning streak. Cathedral, they're on a 4-game winning streak. They got wins against Providence Academy most recently on Thursday. Also beat Northern Lakes, Little Falls, and Princeton during this winning streak. This is a Cathedral team that went to the state championship last year. They lost to East Grand Forks in the state championship. But another good season here for Cathedral. 12-9 overall to begin play this year. Our pregame show is brought to you by Snap Fitness in Detroit Lakes. Coming up on our Snap Fitness pregame show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Lakers, Ben Noah, introduce you to tonight's starters, and get to our Mayor Prize Financial Carrier and Vardy keys to the game. You're listening to Laker Boys Hockey on the station you can count on, KDLM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Vardy, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Vardy at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatels, built on trust.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator. Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get 2 of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way. $5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get 2 of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
Snap Fitness of Detroit Lakes is the only locally owned 24/7 fitness club in the Lakes area. Snap Fitness has month-to-month memberships, meaning no long-term contracts or club enhancement fees. Work out on your own time, even with a busy schedule. Looking for a class that will motivate and push you? Check out the Snap Fitness Boot Camp with Coach Carly. If you sign up this month, you'll receive a Lakers card. With MyZone technology, Snap Fitness helps you stay on track and reach your fitness goals. Proud supporter of Laker Athletics. Membership subject to a one-time enrollment fee. Snap Fitness, Detroit Lakes.
KLR pregame showtime with the head coach of the Laker boys hockey team, Ben Noah. Coach, St. Cloud Cathedral, your opponent here today. You guys have had a great January and hoping that continues here today.
Yeah, these are great games to play, especially down the stretch. Cathedral's always kind of a top 10 contender in Class A hockey. They were in the state finals last year, state tournament the year before that. It's a great program. These are the teams we want to play, and we have 5 games left in the regular season, and this is a perfect game. It's non-conference, non-section, so the results don't matter, but we're here to win.
What's the biggest challenge that we'll have tonight against the Crusaders?
Probably their speed. We're going to have to come ready to play. If we're not ready at the drop of the puck, you can find yourself down 2-3-0 early in the first, and it's hard to climb out of that hole. But if we can get into the game right away and match whatever they're going to bring with their speed and have a good, strong pushback, I like our chances.
Nice bus ride down with you guys?
Yeah, easy. Highway 10 the whole way. Clear roads, sun's shining. It's a great day for hockey.
Should be a good one tonight. Coach, thanks.
Thanks for coming, Charlie.
And Coach Ben Noah joining us here in the pregame show. Back for more after this.
Come check.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatels, built on trust.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Roses are red, violets are fine, but this Valentine's Day, horsepower beats wine. Give your Valentine something special with real power at J&K Marine. We're talking CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides, pontoons, and fishing boats. Take your Valentine on an adventure outdoors with something built for mud, water trails, and a little trouble. Because candles are cute, but throttle therapy is hot. Turn up the torque, not the teddy bears. Valentine's Day starts at J&K Marine.
Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road.
And welcome back here to St. Cloud. Charlie Newland broadcasting to you, getting ready for Lakers versus Crusaders here in boys hockey. The Lakers have had a great month of January, looking to continue that month here today, finishing out the month, I should say, with a win here against the Crusaders here. Let's take a look at the starters here tonight for Detroit Lakes. Starting lineup looks like this. Left wing will be Sully Broughton. Center is Easton Kennedy. Will Simbulik at right wing. Defensively for the Lakers, Bauer Walter, Hudson Pettit. And the goaltender for the Lakers, Griffin Lindbergh, 12-6 on the season, 2.52 goals against average, 91% save percentage, 2 shutouts on the year. As we take a look at stats so far for the Lakers, Easton Kennedy, 23 goals, 15 assists on the season. He's now at 120 points in his career. Sully Broughton at that top line, 2 goals, 7 assists this year. Will Simbulik, 11 goals, 23 assists. Bauer Walter on the defense, 2 goals, 16 assists, and Hudson Pettit, 6 goals and 12 assists on the season. Second line for the Lakers, Lawson Justison will center Carter Whitworth and Henry Olsen. Third line, Brody Bender will center Hank Schlotteroff and Riker Zimmerman. Second pairing for the Lakers, Rhett Walter and Max Ducharme. Also might see some Parker Hendricks as well for the Lakers. Detroit Lakes JV got the win tonight, 4-1 win over St. Cloud Cathedral. It's time for our Keys to the Game. They're brought to you by Ameriprise Financial, Carrier, and Vardy. And one of the things that Coach talked about is matching the speed of this Crusaders team, expecting them to come out fast. Contribution from all 3 lines, that's something that the Lakers are always striving for. And then good goaltending. That's what it's going to take here tonight against this Crusaders team who, looking at their stats, they've had some players find the back of the net quite a bit. We have Bo Schmidt, 16 goals, 20 assists on the season for the Crusaders. He leads in both the goals and the assist category. Griffin Sturm, he's a defenseman, really a good playmaker for this Crusaders team. He's averaging nearly 1 assist per game, 9 goals, 19 assists on this season for Griffin Sturm. Brandon White, 12 goals, 12 assists. He's a balanced scorer. Elijah Van Heel, a high-efficiency scorer for this Crusaders team. He's played not as many games as the rest of the team, but 6 goals and 11 assists on the season. And then secondary scoring from Caleb Trant, Camden Kroll, all guys for this Crusaders team that could make an impact here tonight. The Crusaders goaltender, they've switched between 2 goaltenders. Hunter Moreland with 8 wins, 5 losses on the season, 2.83 goals against average. Blake Kaiser, 4 wins and 4 losses on the season. As it'll be interesting to see who the Crusaders put in at goal here tonight for St. Cloud Cathedral. So we'll take another break. We'll be back with more of our Snap Fitness pregame show right here on the station. You can count on Katie Lemon, streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Roses are red, violets are fine, but this Valentine's Day, horsepower beats wine. Give your Valentine something special with real power at J&K Marine. We're talking CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides, pontoons, and fishing boats. Take your Valentine on an adventure outdoors with something built for mud, water trails, and a little trouble. Because candles are cute, but throttle therapy is hot. Turn up the torque, not the teddy bears. Valentine's Day starts at J&K Marine.
Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes. Proud supporters of Laker Athletics. With over 55 years of experience, Metal Sales is the nation's leading manufacturer of metal roofing, wall, and building systems. When it comes to metal panels, no one does it better. Looking for a fresh career opportunity? Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes is hiring. Stop by, apply online, or give them a call to see what's in store for you. Good luck this season, Laker athletes, from everyone at Metal Sales in Detroit Lakes. The Metal Panel Pros.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way. $5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out, then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
B&M Electric, a full-service electrical contractor that's built a reputation on honesty and service, providing top-quality service at a reasonable price and long-lasting relationships with the best general contractors in the area. B&M Electric is proud that home and business owners alike call them year after year for their electrical needs. The biggest compliment? When their customers refer them to friends. Over 35 years in the business, licensed and bonded. Good luck to all the Laker athletes from Mike and Brenda at B&M Electric.
Look, the big new Old National Bank in town is just trying to make a go for it. But they have a lot of shareholders to please down in Chicago. At Midwest Bank, your local bank, the only person we have to please is you. So we employ people here. We invest in people here. We build businesses here. And if that's the kind of thing you want from your financial institution, we welcome you here to Midwest Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Come hang out at the DLCCC. Indoor pool, indoor track, indoor backyard. It's all indoors and ready for you to join. And if you're not sure how to work the equipment or where to start, book a session with a personal trainer. Many classes, many levels. Workouts are an important part of an athlete's career. So whether you're a beginner or advanced, the DLCCC has something here for every level and every age. So get started today. It's a great decision. Check out their Facebook page for classes or call 844-4221. Good luck to all the Laker athletes.
VTD Manufacturing in Detroit Lakes is a proud sponsor of the Detroit Lakes Lakers. They're a customer-focused, growth-oriented manufacturing partner providing innovative, customer-specific solutions to world-class brands. They succeed by investing in their people. They know the power of teamwork is what it takes to make a successful company, just as the teams of the Detroit Lakes High Schools do as well. VTD is community-minded and loves to see the Lakes area grow. Good luck this season to all Laker athletes.
And welcome back here to the Mac Arena here in St. Cloud, getting ready for puck drop here as our Snap Fitness pregame show continues. We talked with Coach Ben Noah in our coaches show this morning and talked about that win against Bemidji. That was a big win. Bemidji, a 2A school, and the resiliency of this Laker team to come from behind. They were down 2-0 in the after the first period, and then Easton Kennedy scored a goal, and Lawson Justison scored a goal in the second period to tie the score. And then early in the third period, the Lumberjacks jumped out to a 3-2 lead, 3:52 in the third period. So the Lakers were down 3-2. And then there's 2 minutes left in the game when Carter Whitworth scored a goal. Easton Kennedy, Hudson Pettit with the assist. So the Lakers tied it up with 2 minutes left against the Lumberjacks. And then with just 9 seconds left, Easton Kennedy from a defensive zone draw, able to score. Pettit with the assist. Lakers win 4-3 against the Lumberjacks. That's a big win against a 2A opponent, and just continuing to find different ways to win, and that's so important as we get closer towards the postseason, is finding new ways to win. It's not always going to be a 5-0 easy win. You're going to face adversity at times, and finding ways, resolve to come back and get the win like they did against the Lumberjacks, and just the quality of opponents nightly that the Lakers have on their schedule, that sets them up well, for the playoffs, which will be coming up here soon. Looking at the standings right now, the Lakers currently the 3 seed in the standings. It's going to be interesting between Warroad and East Grand Forks. Who's going to come out on top in the Section 8A standings? Warroad and East Grand Forks do match up soon. I believe it's the 10th, if I'm remembering right. It's right around first week of February here. They will match up, so that will really determine who's the top seed in Section 8A. The Lakers kind of lost that bid when they lost to Warroad a few weeks ago. And so right now, Lakers likely the 3 seed entering the playoffs. At the end of the year, the Lakers do have a matchup on Monday against Crookston. That'll be a big game. If somehow the Lakers, it didn't go their way, then Crookston might have a viable opportunity to go up in the standings as well. There's so much to be determined. And again, at the end of the day, it's a coach's vote. So really we can project and forecast what it's going to look like, but it ultimately comes down to a coach's vote at the end of the season. But we do know the playoffs will be February 19th, and Lakers will likely not have to play in that first round matchup. They'll get a bye, and they'll be right into the quarterfinals, which would likely be at home at the Ken Freeman Arena. And then the semifinals and the championship, that's on the road. It's at a neutral location. Thief River Falls is where they will play the semifinals and the championship this year. Last year, it was in East Grand Forks. The year prior, it was in Warroad. And this year in Thief River Falls at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. So wrapping up, we only have a few more games left. Crookston on Monday. We have Sartell coming up on Friday, Alexandria that following Monday. So kind of nearing the finish line of the boys hockey season, at least for the regular season. Postseason, hopefully the Lakers will have a deep run in the postseason. So Zamboni just finishing up. We're going to squeeze in another quick break, and we'll be back with Puck Drop next here at the MAC here in St. Cloud. Detroit Lakes taking on St. Cloud Cathedral in boys hockey. You're listening to boys hockey right here on KDLM, streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatel's built on trust.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
So just in the future, let us know what you're going to need to set up
Okay.
so we can be prepared and then they can also be
Who
prepared.
should I contact then?
Todd would have been the right one. So
Okay.
Todd's also a week away.
All right, and welcome back here to the MAC in St. Cloud as we are about set for a puck drop here. The Lakers taking on St. Cloud Cathedral here tonight. Lakers 12-8 overall. Crusaders 12-9 overall entering play here this evening. Take a look at some other games that are happening in Section 8A that pulled up here as again, as mentioned, the season kind of winding down here. Let's take a look at some other matchups happening here today. It'll be Thief River Falls taking on Lake of the Woods. Kitson County Central versus Park Rapids. Red Lake Falls takes on Fort Francis. Crookston versus International Falls. International Falls having a great season. They're ranked number 14 in the state. The Lakers coming into today ranked number 21 in the state. St. Cloud Cathedral ranked number 12. Other boys hockey matchups. A big matchup in Section 7A. Hermantown, who's ranked number 1 in Class A, takes on Moorhead. 6A, Northern Lakes versus Waseca. Wilmer versus Wadena Deer Creek. Fergus Falls takes on Mayville Portland. Today the Lakers got a win against Fergus Falls in their last matchup. Lakers in the away red jerseys, red pants, red socks, red helmets, white numbers. Crusaders in the white jerseys, blue breezers, white socks, and blue and yellow mixed in. Blue helmets for St. Cloud Cathedral. Lakers go from right to left as we see it. St. Cloud Cathedral going from left to right. As the Lakers, Griffin Lindberg is in his crease. Let's take a look at the starters one more time here for the Lakers. Griffin Lindberg starts between the pipes for the Lakers. Hudson Pettit, senior captain, at right defense. Left defense is Bauer Walter. Center on that top line, Easton Kennedy, Will Simbelik right wing, and Sully Broughton left wing for the Lakers. As St. Cloud Cathedral will start number 35, Blake Kaiser. He's the starting goaltender. 4 wins, 4 losses on the season. He is a senior for this Cathedral team, averaging 2.7 goals against this season. Number 19, Eli Van Heel. He's a guy to watch out for. Number 17, Bo Schmidt as well for the Crusaders. Brandon White, 12 goals, 12 assists on the season. And Griffin Sturm, he's a nice defenseman for this Crusaders team. He's a senior, 9 goals, 19 assists on the year for St. Cloud Cathedral. As the teams are introduced, Lakers making the about 2-hour drive. Again, the JV team got the win earlier, 4-1 victory. Blake Kaiser gets the start here for the Crusaders. Griffin Sturm at defense for St. Cloud Cathedral. 22, Nolan Bigowette. He's also going to get the start. Defense. Left wing for the Crusaders is Eli Van Heel. And center for St. Cloud Cathedral, Bo Schmidt. And he mentioned him, 16 goals, 20 assists on the year for Bo Schmidt. And Brandon White, the other forward for St. Cloud Cathedral. All right. Time for the national anthem. We'll take another break and be back with Puck Drop next here from the MAC in St. Cloud. Right here on the station you can count on, KDLM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The Youth Skills Training Program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant Program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes.
And welcome back here to the MAC in St. Cloud. Charlie Nolan broadcasting to you along with our TV3 crew of Ryland Mills and Cale Daniels as the Lakers go from right to left. The Crusaders go from left to right. Was notified before puck drop. Bo Schmidt not in the lineup. He's got a hip flexor that he's dealing with, so he is out tonight. So the top scorer, both goals and assists for the Crusaders, not playing tonight. Instead, a different look here for the Crusaders as the Crusaders will dump it in. Scoreboard brought to you by BTD Manufacturing. Pre-game show brought to you by Snap Fitness. Here's a shot towards the goal, blocked by Hudson Pettit, corralled by Easton Kennedy, backhanded it to Sully Broughton, and then played into the Crusaders zone, or is quickly taken out by Sturm. Lakers will collect it and backhand it into the zone. St. Cloud Cathedral breaking it out. This is Griffin Sturm, really nice defenseman for the Crusaders. He'll dump it in. Puck goes around the corner. Out of his net, it's Griffin Lindberg. Plays it to Carter Whitworth. Centering feed for Lawson Justison. He'll poke it along. Bigouette dumps it back in to the Lakers zone. Max Ducharme off the end boards. Up to Henry Olsen, out to neutral ice. Slap to the near side wing. Whitworth trying to catch up to it. It's played by Kroll. Now the Lakers' Justison will try to dump it in deep. Klein gets it for the Crusaders. Played out to neutral ice. Not touched, but it goes in on goal. Lindberg will play it to the defense. Couldn't handle it there was Rhett Walter. The freshman leaves it for Lawson Justison. Backhanded it forward by Henry Olsen. Cross-corner dump in here by the Crusaders. Out of the net, Lindberg. He'll play it along the wall to the near side wing. Centering feed by Justison. And Justison drugged down on the play and it gets it to the center line. Tie-up ensues. And here comes Anvik for the Crusaders. He lost the puck. Ducharme now with it for the Lakers. Banks it off the boards. Played by Bakeberg. He'll play it D to D to Ruprecht. Couldn't connect on that centering feed, and it's played in the Lakers zone. Bakeberg behind his net. Grasped by Brody Bender. Bakeberg gains center, dumps it in. Puck takes a bounce off the end boards. Hudson Pettit along the wall. This is Riker Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it out to the neutral ice where it's settled by Bender. Out to the near side for Bauer Walter. D-to-D pass to Hudson Pettit. Tapped in by Zimmerman. And the Lakers will go for a line change. They'll give chase here. As they'll keep that third line out. Tie up along the far half boards. Bigouette collects it behind the net. Bigouette centering, gives it to the left wing here for Trevor Hall. He'll dump it in. Behind the net it goes for Bauer Walter. Walter, forecheck by Caleb Trant. Out to neutral ice, Easton Kennedy. Pass, no, he couldn't get the pass there, now dumps it in. Takes a check by White. Kaiser out of his net, leaves it for his defense where Sturm collects it. 3 minutes into this first period, no score. As the Lakers get the top line, Sully Broughton, Easton Kennedy, and Will Cymbulik out there forwards. As the Crusaders' Brandon White passes it along the left wing for Eli Van Heel. Cross ice pass for Trant. Off the boards, Kennedy. Now it's loose for Descharme. Puck on edge as Rhett Walter collects it. He'll backhand it into the Crusader zone. Retrieving the puck is Bigowet. Got it along the near side wing. Brandon White sent back to the corner. Griffin Sturm to Van Heel. Van Heel to the near side wing for White. Pettit taps it for Simbulik. Simbulik has Broughton with him. Pass to Broughton. Couldn't connect. Bigowet gets it out to neutral ice, and here comes the Crusaders. Eli Van Heel. Bigowet broken up. Now Kennedy gets it out to neutral ice. Ruprecht will collect it here at neutral. The puck goes out of play, and we will have an offensive zone draw for the Lakers. 12:49 to go in the first period. No score. They have much for shots on goal either. Both teams kind of settling into this hockey game. As we see Carter Whitworth take the draw. Matching up with Noah Klein for the Crusaders. Face-off won by Whitworth. Justison with a shot. Gloved by Kaiser. And another freeze. So glove save there by Blake Kaiser, senior goalie. As the Lakers win the draw again, here's a right leg pad save by Kaiser. Shot was taken by Justison. The blue line held in by Bauer Walter. Now Kroll tries to get it out of the zone as the Crusaders will reset. And they'll dump it in. This is not icing here. Very close to being icing as Bauer Walter plays along the near side wing. Whitworth leaves it for Justison. Justison on his backhand. He'll dump it in. Give chase. Crusaders get back the puck. Bakeberg. Bauer Walter holding at the blue line. Now it goes out to neutral ice. Justison will track it down. He'll leave it for Hudson Pettit. 12:06 to go, first period, no score. Pass stolen. Turnover here by the Lakers, but out of his net, the goalkeeper Griffin Lindberg comes in and swipes the puck to the corner. It was a good scoring look for Garrett Locke. Back to the blue line it goes. The Crusaders keep it in the offensive zone. Locke chased to the near side wing. As Pettit plays it now to Bauer Walter. Walter backhands it out to neutral ice. Touched with a high stick. And so we'll have an offensive zone draw. High stick call on the Crusaders. An offensive zone draw coming up here for the Lakers. 11:35 to go, first period, no score. Lakers will have the Brody Bender line. Hank Schlatter off at left wing. Riker Zimmerman at right wing. Descharme and Rhett Walter defensively. Face-off won by the Crusaders. Griffin Sturm plays it out to neutral ice. Dumped back in by Rhett Walter. Bigowet for the Crusaders. Brings it into his own zone. Looking to break it out now. Gives it to Locke. Couldn't connect. Bigowet takes charge and actually pokes it into the Lakers zone where it's collected by Brody Bender. Poke checked away behind the net. Lakers will play it to the near side wing as Bender through neutral ice. Bender in the offensive zone. Shot goes off the stick of Kaiser and goes out of play. And a freeze here with 10:56 to go in the first period. No score. Face-off will be to the left of Kaiser. Detroit Lakes will bring the top line back out. Easton Kennedy, Will Simbulik, and Sully Broughton. Simbulik will take the draw. Face-off controlled by the Crusaders. Caleb Trant. It's back to the defense. White taps it to Trant. Got it out of the zone. Slapped back in by Max Descharme. As the puck goes behind the net, Bigowet to Van Heel. Stolen here by Easton Kennedy. And Bigowet trying to skate it out. Steal here. Sully Broughton with a shot. Saved by Kaiser. Near side wing it goes. And here comes White with it. Brandon White passes it the left wing. Staying onside were the Crusaders. Pass was broken up by Descharme. Tie up in the corner. Kennedy comes away with the puck. Easton Kennedy. He's been on a hot streak as of late. Gets it into the offensive zone. Broughton with a shot. Rebound given up. Kennedy captures a rebound. Bottom of the circles. Now far wing. Kennedy. It's tied up. Crusaders will come away with the puck. Caleb Trant banks it off the boards. Lively boards here at the MAC. We are in the Ritchie Arena, which is not considered the main arena, kind of the secondary arena. So, arena I've actually not been in. As the puck goes to the far wing, Lakers will get it out to neutral ice. And it's played by Pettit along the boards. Klein comes away with it for the Crusaders. He'll dump it in. Lakers will retrieve. Pettit to Bauer-Walter. Walter off the boards, out to neutral ice. Picked up here by Carter Whitworth. Whitworth in the offensive zone. Shot saved by Kaiser. Whitworth trying to go glove there, and Kaiser with the save. Good rush here by the Lakers. Carter Whitworth kind of sneaking through traffic and gets a good look on goal, but a save for Blake Kaiser. Lakers to take the draw. Lawson Justison trying to win it back, controlled by Bakeberg. And Bakeberg for the Crusaders. They're doing a nice job. St. Cloud Cathedral doing a nice job in the faceoff dot. Majority of the faceoffs have been won by St. Cloud Cathedral. Rhett Walter in his own zone for the Lakers. He'll skate it forward. Walter to neutral ice, gains center line, backhands it. And a turnover by the Lakers. Here comes the Crusaders the other way. Law couldn't capture that puck. Ruprecht couldn't catch up to it. Descharm. Now Justison has it in his skates. He lost it. Hall will dump it in on goal. Lindbergh slides it over to Rhett Walter. Backhanded it for Descharm. Outlet to Justison. Neutral ice. Lakers down the offensive zone. Justison on his backhand. Drives to the goal and a save again by Kaiser. Tough look that time. Justison didn't have the angle, but was still able to generate a shot on goal as we get an icing here on the Crusaders. Let's see if we can take a look if we had that replay here. Look at this chance here for Lawson Justison. It comes in. Good defensive play to force him to the outside. Justison still gets a pretty good backhand shot off. And the puck goes off the right leg pad of Kaiser. And we'll have an offensive zone draw as Hank Schlotteroff will take the draw. He wins it back cleanly. I believe that's the first faceoff win tonight for the Lakers. Shot was taken by Pettit, was broken up. Check by the Lakers. Schlotteroff, body check. Crusaders will bring it behind the net. Griffin Sturm now to the far wing. Outlet Trevor Hall. Anvik lost it. Lakers will collect. Bauer-Walter to Hudson Pettit. Nice move by Pettit. Into the offensive zone. Hudson Pettit backhands it for Riker Zimmerman. And then the shot goes into the rafters and out of play. A good look there for Hudson Pettit. Thought perhaps he was going to try to take the shot himself. Instead, unselfishly passes that puck back to Zimmerman. Didn't really have the angle. And he was also at the end of his shift. So kind of just threw one towards the goal, deflected out of play. Offensive zone draw for the Lakers. Will Simbelik to take the draw. Face-off controlled by the Crusaders. They'll play it off the boards, but held in by Pettit. Throws one towards the goal, goes wide. Lances the near side where White has it. Brandon White gives to Ruprecht. Ruprecht, end-over-end flip to the end boards. White collects for the Crusaders. 7:16 to go in the first period, no score. Pass in front, broken up by Sully Broughton. Out of the zone by Simbelik. Picked up by Trant, deflected into the Lakers zone. And Detroit Lakes will quickly look to exit, but the Crusaders keep it in momentarily. Now Simbelik will come up with it as he gains center line. Cuts through center ice. Simbelik, fancy stick move, gives it to Walter. Walter with a snapshot. Save by Kaiser. Back the blue line it goes. Another chance here for Bauer-Walter. Gets another shot off. This one goes wide. Rhett Walter now gets pinned along the far boards. Crusaders come away with it. Caleb Trant plays it to Brandon White, who gives the puck right back to the Lakers. Descharm, Henry Olsen, sandwiched between two defenders. Picked up by Rhett Walter. He lost it as he was trying to stick handle it in deep. Puck goes off the dasher. Caroms to the far corner. Collected by Olsen, redirected on net, and Kaiser with the save. Another chance in front again as Whitworth slides it wide. The Crusaders kind of on their heels here. Detroit Lakes with some good scoring chances, but the goaltender Blake Kaiser doing a nice job. Back to the blue line. Descharm sends one wide. Played by the Crusaders. Ziegelmeyer out to neutral ice. Rhett Walter, one-timer by Whitworth, goes off the foot of Beguet. And to the corner. Played by Klein. Ziegelmeyer. Good check by Rhett Walter. The freshman Rhett Walter steps up and makes a nice check right at the blue line. Lakers hold the zone. 5:32 to go in the first period. Kroll with it for the Crusaders. Cross-ice pass. Ziegelmeyer for the Crusaders into the offensive zone. Ziegelmeyer fends off a stick check by Rhett Walter. Now looks to spin. Distributes. We got a delayed penalty against the Lakers. Penalty on Detroit Lakes, and it's going to be a roughing penalty on Carter Whitworth. So Carter Whitworth goes to the penalty box. 2-minute minor for roughing with 5:16 left in the first period. So Lakers shorthanded. First look here at the power play of St. Cloud Cathedral. Offensive zone draw controlled by the Lakers, and they'll play it to the blue line, held in by White. It's an offensive zone draw for the Crusaders as the Lakers will ice it all the way down. Kaiser lets it go to Griffin Sturm. So power play here for the Crusaders. Yet to really establish the offensive zone. Lakers doing a nice job killing off the first 25 seconds. Here's Griffin Sturm to Van Heel. Van Heel lost it at the blue line. Pressured by Cymbaluk and then played out by Bauer Walter. Lakers putting on a lot of pressure, something that they're known for on their penalty kill. Like a full court press. As Kroll plays it in front for Sturm. It's a shot towards the goal. The puck is still loose. It's behind Lindbergh, behind his net. Now it's played out by Detroit Lakes and all the way down. A minute to go on the power play for the Crusaders. Scoreless with 4:12 to go in the first period. Cross-ice pass. White couldn't collect. Played by Pettit. And he'll ice the puck all the way down on goal. Puck caroms to the near side boards. Nice breakup by Lawson Justison. But then it's played back by Bakeberg. And here comes St. Cloud Cathedral. Into the offensive zone. Ruprecht on his backhand. One-timer in front and a save by Griffin Lindbergh. Big save for Griffin Lindbergh with 3:40 to go in the first period. 24 seconds of the power play from point-blank range. Griffin Lindbergh making that save on the power play. As we take a look at the replay here. So one-time feed right in front. Lindbergh square to the forward. Good angle and makes the save. And gets a freeze here with 3:40 left to go in the first period. Face-off controlled by the Lakers off the glass and out of the zone. And that should pretty much do it for the power play. Maybe one last rush here for St. Cloud. Cathedral through neutral ice. Bakeberg with a head of steam. Bakeberg into the offensive zone. It's a stick lifted by Kennedy. Pass in front. Now a chance by Ruprecht. Blocked by Cymbaluk. Another shot blocked and on goal and a cover-up by Griffin Lindbergh. Great penalty kill for the Lakers. And the Lakers kill off this advantage. As we take a look at that shot. Another shot from close range. Looked like a deflection on goal. And Lindbergh making that save. So Detroit Lakes back to 5-on-5 hockey. Carter Whitworth from the box. Go right on the ice. He's out there with Kennedy and Cymbaluk. As the Crusaders will play it to the corner. Lakers, Rhett Walter got it to the blue line. Now a deflection goes into the ceiling, and we get a stoppage here with 3:04 to go. Puck was touched last by the Lakers, so an offensive zone draw for Cathedral. So Trant will take the draw for St. Cloud. Kennedy to take the draw for the Lakers. Rhett Walter plays it off the glass and out of the zone. Whitworth deflected it to Kennedy. Kennedy in the offensive zone. He's got Cymbaluk with him. Pass to Cymbaluk. Back to Kennedy. And they couldn't connect on the give and go. Out of the zone it goes. Deep in the Lakers zone. Rhett Walter, no icing here. Detroit Lakes, Carter Whitworth. We're going to get a penalty here on Cathedral. Let's see if we can get the replay on that as well as we get Kennedy into the offensive zone. Lakers with an extra attacker. So 6-on-5 hockey here with a delayed penalty and a chance in front. That puck on the goal line never crossed. So we get a penalty on St. Cloud as we take a look at this was the scoring chance. Not sure if we're going to get the penalty or not. Oh, yeah, here it is. So Rhett Walter retrieving that puck in his own zone. He was kind of in a vulnerable spot as we're back to live action here. 2:30 to go in the first period. Lakers with a power play. The penalty was on number 19, Eli Van Heel. As Walter takes a shot, saved by Kaiser, and then cleared by the Crusaders. So Van Heel in the box. They call it a roughing penalty. So we get a roughing call on Whitworth and a roughing call now on Van Heel. And we did see that in the JV game as well. There was a lot of roughing penalties on what some may call, just good hard check. But so teams will have to take note of that. The officials calling it pretty tight when it comes to some big checks. There's a shot by Pettit, deflected by Klein to the corner, picked up by Olsen. Back to Pettit. Winds up another shot, missed the net. Now Whitworth looking to try to set up the one-timer with Olsen. Held in by Justison. Pettit from the top of the circle's right circle, off the end boards, and a shot that goes off the side of the net. Wraparound chance, and a goal! No, they say no goal. It looked like Whitworth had that power play goal, but they're going to wave it off for whatever reason. Perhaps the net was off. Let's take a look at it. I mean, Whitworth reacting, the official waving his arms to say no goal. Unless it was goalie interference or in the crease or the net was off, they never adjusted the net. So I'm not exactly sure what the call was, or perhaps it was just a quick whistle. And Coach Noah is wondering, what the call is. Be interesting to hear if we can overhear. Our location gives us a chance to perhaps overhear what the discussion is. Again, take a look at that replay and to see, exactly what the whistle should have been blown for, or perhaps the official lost sight of the puck. Kind of a late reaction who waved it off. So, if the official loses sight of the puck, then they can blow the whistle, and perhaps that's the justification as to say no goal. So the game stays scoreless with 1:15 left here in the first period. Power play for the Lakers for another 40 seconds as the Crusaders get it out to neutral ice. Lakers will pick it up here. Easton Kennedy, so no goal. Score stays 0-0 as Bauer Walter from the bottom of the circles spins. Now back to the blue line for Easton Kennedy to Simblick to Kennedy. In the high slot, shot goes off the stick and to the corner as Brandon White deflected it. Now behind the net to Simblick. Simblick works it to Walter. Wrist shot and a block by Brandon White. Another block shot for White, and he's had a great penalty kill. He's back out there. Another shot, and this time Simblick got a piece of it. Out of the penalty box, Van Heel with a breakaway. Van Heel, forehand, backhand goal. Eli Van Heel from the penalty box comes right out on the ice as he celebrates a 1-0 with a goal here. Van Heel, forehand, backhand, and for Lindbergh, it looked like he played it pretty well, but Van Heel shelves it on the backhand, and it's 1-0. 20 seconds left in the first period. So Van Heel with the even strength goal came from the penalty box and scores the goal. That's now 1-0 St. Cloud Cathedral. Let's see what the assists are. And a breakaway goal. Again, Van Heel was serving a 2-minute minor for roughing. Out of the box, gets the pass to Springham for a breakaway. And the Crusaders with a 1-0 lead as we get to the end of this first period. And the buzzer does sound. Looks like they are going to do a face-off. So there shouldn't be much time left, probably 1 second. I'm going to give Van Heel the goal, and Brandon White gets the assist. Also, number 18, Bakeberg, gets the assist. So, got to give credit to Brandon White. He had a couple of good block shots on that penalty kill, and then he gets, after the penalty kill is over, gets the pass to Van Heel. And for Van Heel, that's his 7th goal of the season. Lakers pull the goalie with 1 second left. They'll put everybody on the left wing, except for Carter Whitworth, who tapped it forward on the draw. The puck never went on net, and that's the end of the first period. So after 1 period of play on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard here in boys hockey, it's St. Cloud Cathedral 1, Detroit Lakes 0. You're listening to Laker Boys Hockey on the station you can count on, KDLM, streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $450 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through January 31st, 2026.
U Motors Detroit Lakes, Pelican, and Fargo have been helping families make memories for years now. From the water toys to land toys, they've got every inch of fun covered. Pontoons, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, riding gear, snowmobiles, and more. U Motors knows there's been many smiles and lots of laughter from the days on the water to the miles of trails in the snow. Stop by any of their locations, Detroit Lakes, Pelican, or Fargo, and let U Motors help you find just what your family needs. Online at umotorsinc.com.
At Do Right Construction in Detroit Lakes, we do it all, and we do it right. Decks, windows, roofing, siding, doors, interior remodels, additions, garages, you name it. From stunning flooring and custom cabinetry to full home makeovers, our skilled team brings your vision to life with craftsmanship you can trust, on time and on budget. For a home improvement experience that's done right the first time, call Do Right Construction today at 234-1095. Do Right Construction. They do it all, and they do it right.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The Youth Skills Training Program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant Program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes. My future, my course.
Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair on 8th Street in Detroit Lakes is your all-around auto repair. Jeff services fifth wheel hitches, 4 and 5-inch diesel exhausts, gooseneck hitches, brakes, shocks and struts, custom dual exhausts, and mufflers. Jeff's work is fully guaranteed and is now a 3-family member business. Call for an appointment today, 846-9318. Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair in Detroit Lakes, 846-9318.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Hey Lakers fans, our community is lucky to have athletes that display such great teamwork, dedication, and work ethic. At SJE, we look for these same qualities as we build our team and grow our business. We're always looking for passionate team players. If that sounds like a fit for you, consider joining our team today. With multiple open positions and flexible hours, you're sure to find a spot on our roster. Join today by applying at sje.com/careers. For 50 years, we have been proud to be SJE. And good luck, Lakers!
Good luck to our Lakers from everyone at West River Dental. When you visit West River Dental, your smile is their top priority. Their dentist, Dr. John Jordan, along with their entire team, is dedicated to their patients' comfort and well-being. Building a foundation of trust is vital to their success. It's their goal to provide exceptional dental care through individualized service and education for each patient. At West River Dental, they utilize the most advanced dental technology and procedures to ensure a positive dental experience. Good luck, Lakers, from West River Dental.
And welcome back here to the MAC in St. Cloud. 1-0. St. Cloud Cathedral leading Detroit Lakes here in boys hockey as the Crusaders scored a goal with 20 seconds left in the first period. It was Eli Van Heel scoring his 7th goal. He had served a 2-minute minor for roughing, comes out of the penalty box, gets the outlet pass, and goes one-on-one, gets a breakaway goal. And he had a kind of nifty move. He had it forehand, and he kind of drugged the puck to get Griffin Lindbergh out of position slightly, and then he somehow was able to backhand that shot from close range. Really tough to do, and the backhander beats Griffin Lindbergh top shelf to make the score 1-0. The assist went to Brandon White, and the other assist going to Carter Bakeberg. The Lakers, there was some controversy. They had a power play. As mentioned, Van Heel was in the penalty box, and it appeared that Carter Whitworth scored the goal, but the official adamantly waves it off. And again, the only theory that I have without talking to the official, and I'm sure we'll talk to Coach Noah about it later, but I'm guessing what happened was the official lost track of the puck because there was a scramble in front of the net. And so because of that scramble, losing the puck, the official must have blew the whistle, but it kind of seemed like the whistle came later, unless the intent was there to blow the whistle before the puck did cross the goal line. So it's a lot of speculation from my vantage point. We'll talk to Coach Noah, I'm sure, and get a much clearer picture. I could be completely wrong, and perhaps the net was off, but it didn't look like they adjusted the net or anything like that. So, kind of a head-scratcher there, as it definitely looked like Carter Whitworth would have scored a goal, and that would have changed everything because that means that the power play would have been over, and we wouldn't have saw the breakaway from the penalty box like we saw with Eli Van Heel. But those are the cards that you're dealt, and you got to make the best of it. And now, how do you respond? You're down 1-0. I felt like the Lakers outshot Cathedral in that first period. We don't have the shot totals on the scoreboard here, but just from what I saw, it looked like the Lakers had the majority of the scoring chances, the quality scoring chances as well. The Crusaders did have a power play. Whitworth was called for a roughing penalty. Crusaders did have a power play. They were able to generate a couple of shots, Lindbergh making a couple of nice saves, but ultimately I feel like the Lakers are in this hockey game. They're down 1-0, but spirits should still remain high, and we'll see what kind of resolve the Lakers have. Again, they find themselves in a similar situation than they found themselves in last week with the win against Bemidji, where they were down and had to come back. And now they're going to be down 1-0 going here in the second period, and they're going to have to make another comeback. We'll see if they can do just that. We'll take another break and be back with more coverage here from the MAC in St. Cloud after this, right here on the station you can count on, KDLM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Looking for the best place to fuel up before the game or celebrate after the win? Head to Bleachers Bar and Grill, home of the best burgers in town, stacked, juicy, and grilled to perfection, just the way game day should taste. Games on big screens everywhere, cold drinks flowing, and the food way better than anything at the stadium. It's meat raffle season. Wednesdays and Fridays at 6, plus Trivia Wednesdays and Bingo Fridays. Bleachers Bar and Grill, always the best place to catch the game, so grab your buddies and come on over.
Come check out the Boys and Girls Thrift Store and More of Detroit Lakes. They've got the largest selection of thrift family apparel in the upper Midwest, all at low everyday prices. The B&G Thrift Store and More has been voted the best thrift discount store in the Lakes area. From truckload sales to outdoor living furniture to thrift items, they cover everything you could possibly want. Shop Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 7, Sundays 10 a.m. to 5. The Boys and Girls Thrift Store and More is a proud supporter of all Laker athletics.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentialhealth.org to schedule your appointment.
Roll-off containers from Haug Incorporated are perfect for any project. Don't let your project become bigger than you thought it'd be. Maybe you're in need of Haug's roll-off containers for your construction projects. Haug significantly reduces disposal costs often made by big, bulky trailers while doing the dirty job of taking the debris away for you. The big roll-off containers will handle your demolition, no problem. Call Haug Incorporated today for your roll-off containers. 218-847-7391.
Winter at the lakes should be cozy, not chilly. If your furnace is acting up or your home just isn't staying warm, turn to the kind, knowledgeable team at Laney's at the Lakes. Their friendly employees treat you and your home with care, providing reliable heating service you can feel good about. From routine heating system checkups to timely repairs, they're here to keep your home warm and comfortable all winter long. Laney's at the Lakes. Heating you can trust from people who care. Call today, 847-1309.
John here from Channy's 2 in Detroit Lakes, your trusted local auto shop for over 50 years. As the Lakers hit their athletic season, making sure your car is ready is a must. The Channy's 2 team is here to keep your vehicle performing at its best with honest, affordable, and reliable service. If you're heading to the arena or traveling out of town, the Channy's 2 team has your back for all your travels. Whether it's tires, brakes, engine repair, suspension alignment, or AC service, we're honored to serve you with reliable and expert car care. It's what we do at Channy's 2, 847-4252.
Raina Bierke, with American Family Insurance of Detroit Lakes, is proud of her dedicated staff. They're here to provide you with the best personal service and protection for what matters most, you and your family. Licensed in 5 states and ready to help you with home, auto, life, and business insurance needs. Stop by their office on Veterans Memorial Parkway, right next to Caribou Coffee. They'd love to meet you in person. Raina Bierke, American Family Insurance, where family is their middle name. And good luck to all Laker athletes. From Raina Bierke, American Family Insurance.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
And welcome back here to the Mac Arena in St. Cloud as we get ready for second period action. The Lakers trailing St. Cloud Cathedral 1-0 on our BTD manufacturing scoreboard. Just about ready for the second period. But first, it's time for our Sales Up Spotlight. It's brought to you by Detroit Lakes Schools. We're highlighting students that rise to the top and inspire others across all areas of school life. And let's meet this week's Sales Up Spotlight. It's Ryan Francis. Ryan is a senior at Detroit Lakes High School. This fall, he was a starter on offense and defense for Laker football, and he is currently a varsity wrestler. Participated in the youth skills training program, engineering design, where he interned at BTD. Some comments about what Ryan has accomplished. Quote, Ryan is an amazing role model. He came to FM games of younger wrestlers on his team. Sportsmanship extends far beyond the field, and he's a great example for younger athletes to look up to. Ryan Francis, this week's Sales Up Spotlight, celebrating Lakers riding the waves of excellence. Brought to you by Detroit Lakes Schools. Ryan Francis, standout student, leading the way through hard work and heart. And if you want to nominate someone or an organization or group, you can go to lakestv3.com, click on the Sales Up Spotlight image. That will take you to a quick and easy submission form. Type in the name of the nominee along with accomplishments and comments about the student or group. And also, you can upload your photos. LakesTV3.com. Sales Up Spotlight, brought to you by Detroit Lakes Schools. This week's Sales Up Spotlight, Ryan Francis. All right, 1-0 our score. Cathedral leading Detroit Lakes here in boys hockey. We'll take a quick 1-minute break, and we'll be back with Puck Drop here from the MAC right after this here on Katie Lemon, streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes wants to wish the Lakers good luck in the high school sports season. Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes salutes Laker sports and its great tradition. The Lakers have shown us how hard work, dedication, and teamwork is what it takes to succeed. At Sanford Clinic, they resemble those of the athletes with passion, courage, and strength. Sanford Health, Detroit Lakes, open Monday through Saturday, 218-846-2000.
A Foltz building speaks for itself, but our customers say it best. This is Nick Bowers with Foltz Buildings in Detroit Lakes. From garages to commercial spaces, machine storage to toy storage, our experienced team delivers top quality construction tailored to your needs. See our work firsthand. Visit our models any day of the week on Highway 10 West in Detroit Lakes. Call 218-847-3281 for a free estimate. And read real customer reviews at foltzbuildings.com.
And welcome back here to the MAC in St. Cloud. 1-0 our score. St. Cloud Cathedral leading Detroit Lakes. And as we take a look at the replay of the goal that was scored by St. Cloud Cathedral, it's that breakaway. And, man, it's just a tough angle. Really impressive. Van Heel was able to get that puck past Griffin Lindberg. Looked like he was really in tight on Griff and able to get the goal to make it 1-0 as St. Cloud Cathedral looks for their 13th win of the season. They are on a 4-game winning streak entering play here tonight. And it should be noted, too, I mentioned it briefly, but Bo Schmidt, their top goal scorer and top assist getter as well, Bo Schmidt, is out with an injury. He's out with a hip flexor. He got hurt against Providence Academy, so no Bo Schmidt tonight for St. Cloud Cathedral. But they still lead 1-0. As we go into the second period, the Lakers will go from left to right as we see it. Crusaders will go from right to left. As both teams return to the ice. Intermission brought to you by U Motors. I want to thank all of our sponsors allowing us to broadcast these games. And you for listening and watching. Appreciate it. If you like what you're seeing on our YouTube stream, you can, of course, give us a like and subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on where we're at. Expecting to be at the Ken Freeman on Monday. We'll have boys hockey versus Crookston on Monday. Nothing on Tuesday. It's caucus night, so there's no activities on Tuesday evening. And then Thursday, the Laker girls hockey team will have a playoff game. Seeds will be announced on Monday, but it's very likely, talking with Coach Gretchen Norby this morning, that the girls hockey team will be on the road at Crookston on Thursday. And we'll have that for you at Crookston on Thursday. A little ice work here by the official and Griffin Lindberg. There's a bit of a hole in the crease of Griffin's blue paint there. So official doing some work, getting ready for second period action. Detroit Lakes trailing 1-0 after one period to play. Easton Kennedy to take the draw for the Lakers. Up against Caleb Trant. Face-off controlled by the Lakers. Bauer Walter backhands it to Will Simblick. One-touch pass to Easton Kennedy. Offensive zone. Kennedy takes a shot. Blocked by Baguette. Far corner it goes. The Crusaders, good check there by Simblick. Checking into Caleb Trant. Back to the blue line. Shot taken by Walter. Save by Kaiser. Played by Sturm to the near side wing. It's Van Heel. He scored the only goal to this game in this game so far. Played it back to Baguette. Now a steal by Kennedy. Kennedy behind the net of the Crusaders. Now to the blue line for Pettit. Pettit with a snapshot. Right leg pad saved by Kaiser. Walter trying to get it past the defender. Puck then glances off of a Laker stick and it'll go out to neutral ice. It was touched last by the Lakers. It looked like. Simblick looked like he touched that puck last. As we take a look at that chance by the Lakers, Easton Kennedy. And the Lakers will have an offensive zone draw. Stays in the zone here as the Lakers do win it back, but the Crusaders interrupt and get it out to neutral ice. Played here by St. Cloud Cathedral. Ruprecht bouncing puck onto the tape of Bauer Walter. Walter collects on his backhand, slides it along, gets it through neutral ice. Walter gets it over the blue line, then lost it there. Lawson Justison picks it up. Justison in the offensive zone for the Lakers. Cycles to Whitworth. One touch pass to Olsen. Broken up, but back to the tape of Walter. Now to Pettit. Pettit fakes the shot, takes it now, and it's a puck that glances wide. Hudson Pettit with a good look, trying to score his 7th goal of the season. Inches away from doing so, that puck deflected wide. On goal, cover up here by Griffin Lindberg. And we'll get a stoppage here. 15:27 to go in the second period. 1-0. St. Cloud Cathedral leads Detroit Lakes. Offensive zone draw for the Crusaders. Anvik to take the draw for St. Cloud. Justison to take the draw for DL. Face off one. Begawet with it. His shot deflects wide. That puck close, being the second of the night. Here's a shot into traffic. Hall with that shot. Saved by Lindbergh. He never saw it. Lakers exit the zone. Whitworth dumps it in. Again, lively boards here at the MAC. It's played by Whitworth. He'll cycle it. Now back to the blue line. Rhett Walter reaching for it. Couldn't catch up to it. Now he'll dive for the puck and give to Max Descharmes. Locke was giving chase. Good check there by Locke on Descharmes. Ruprecht now for the Crusaders. Backhands it to Begawet. Gains center, dumps it in. Lindbergh out of his net. Ooh, dangerous here as the Lakers will get it here to Descharmes. And a turnover by the Lakers. Chance for Trant. Caleb Trant with a shot. That missed. Bounce off the end boards. Descharmes gets tangled up with Locke. They continue to stay tangled. Meanwhile, puck out to neutral ice where Henry Olsen gets hit hard. Henry Olsen, they're going to call a penalty on Van Heel. Looked like he was finishing his check. And they're going to call an elbowing penalty on Van Heel as he disputes the call. The official sends him to the sin bin. It's a 2-minute minor for elbowing. Let's take a look at the replay here, if we can. The hit by Van Heel. Yeah, got his arm up a little bit, but officials calling anything that's really physical. It seems, and that was the trend in the JV game as well. Any physical hit, they're calling it tight. So Van Heel to the box for the second time. It worked out for the Crusaders the first time. As he exited the box, he got a breakaway. Perhaps it's all part of the strategy as Bauer Walter plays at the left wing. Pass is now stolen by the Crusaders and out of the zone off the boards all the way down. Lindbergh out of his crease. He'll play it to Bauer Walter. 2:49 of the second period, a penalty on Van Heel, the second of the game. Elbowing call this time. Easton Kennedy works it around White. Brandon White, number 5 for the Crusaders, had a really good first penalty kill. Had a number of block shots, and he was able to get an assist. Here's Kennedy with a shot and a goal! No, off the post! Puck hit the post. Kennedy with a good look. Another chance here for the Lakers. Carter Whitworth had a good scoring chance in the first power play for the Lakers. Here's Easton Kennedy with a shot that rips off the pipe. Now the Crusaders get it to the blue line, out of the zone. Lakers will have to tag up. The Crusaders get the puck. Camden Kroll into the offensive zone. Play to the end boards. Bauer Walter finds it. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Lakers. Bauer Walter spins, circles in his own zone. Good pressure by Kroll. Camden Kroll putting the forecheck pressure on. Pass off the mark. And the Crusaders will get the puck and play it now off the skate here of Kennedy. He'll collect it. As Kennedy, offensive zone, staying onside of the Lakers. Kennedy to Simblick, one-timer. This is wide. Crusaders back at full strength. So 5-on-5 hockey. Kennedy, shot, save again, Kaiser. And the Crusaders cleared to the blue line, not out, held in for a moment. Now the Crusaders do get it out to neutral ice. As here's Sturm behind the defense. Sturm on a breakaway, shot, save by Lindbergh. Looked like Descharmes was kind of being obstructed by the forward of the Crusaders as he was trying to get back on defense. Meanwhile, we got a penalty on the Lakers. So it's a hooking penalty on Detroit Lakes. As we take a look at that, I think it's that power play chance, or this is that penalty, or this is that scoring chance by the Crusaders. As the Lakers are going to be a player short once again. So penalty on the Lakers. Max Descharmes going to the box. So Max Descharmes in the box for hooking. 11:40 to go here in the second period. Crusaders break it out of the defensive zone. Brandon White into the offensive zone, gives to Ruprecht. Crusaders on the power play. Descharmes in the box. Van Heel left point. Cross ice pass to White. They actually call it a holding penalty on Descharmes. Here as Rhett Walter will clear the puck all the way down. Out of his net, Kaiser. Long distance pass to Brandon White. Now to Van Heel. He scored the game's first goal. Van Heel drops the pass. Trant with a shot. Rebound there. Cleared by Pettit. Back to the blue line it goes Sturm. Keeping it in the offensive zone, Crusaders. Bank pass to White. Down to Trant. Caleb Trant to Brandon White. Now to Sturm. At the point, he fumbles it out of the zone, and the Crusaders will have to tag up at neutral ice. Another penalty here on the Lakers. And we're going to get another penalty here. It's going to be a 5-on-3 man advantage here. It's a slashing penalty on the Lakers. So not sure who will go to the box. It'll be Hudson Pettit to the box for slashing. So 5-on-3 hockey here with 10:27 to go in the second period. Pettit to the box for slashing. So it'll be 5-on-3 for 44 seconds as the Crusaders with a golden chance to extend their lead. Van Heel from the left point. Wrist shot. Missed the net. Off the glass and then into the mesh netting above the glass. So it's a stoppage here. And the faceoff will stay in the offensive zone. 10:22 to go in the second period. 1-0 Crusaders leading, and they have a 5-on-3 power play. Sturm. Crusaders shot was blocked by Kennedy. Tough angle look there for Van Heel. Missed the net. So White to Sturm. Now to Van Heel. Back to Sturm from the high slot. Now to the right circle. Broken up by Bauer Walter. Walter putting pressure on in the corner. And 5-on-3 here for the Crusaders. Down to 12 seconds on the 5-on-3. About a minute and 15 seconds of 5-on-4. Here's a block shot by Kennedy. Played by Van Heel. In front of the net. Poked out by Kroll. And a save by Griffin Lindbergh. And the Lakers get Max Descharmes from the penalty box. So the Lakers will get one player back. It'll be 5-on-4 here with 9:42 to go in the second period. Lakers kill off the first of two penalties. We saw Easton Kennedy with a good block shot. As Will Simbulik ties up on the draw, Henry Olsen had it for a moment. Crusaders get it back. 5-on-4 for another minute 7. Bottom of the circles. Klein behind the net of the Lakers. Bigowette for the Crusaders. To the right, D. Back to Bigowette from the high slot. Crusaders is moving around the perimeter. Now Ruprecht. Ruprecht with a shot. Left leg pad save by Lindbergh. Picked up by Simbulik, and Simbulik gets it out to neutral ice. Good kill so far for the Lakers. 40 seconds remains in the power play for the Crusaders. Dumped in by the Lakers to the near side corner. Halfway through, just about halfway through this hockey game here. 8:56 to go in the second period. 1-0 St. Cloud Cathedral leads. Play to the near side wing. Rhett Walter gives chase. Lakers in the defensive zone. Down to 20 seconds on the power play for the Crusaders. Cycling Ziegelmeyer for the Crusaders down to the far corner. Broken up by Bauer Walter. Good pressure by Walter. Ziegelmeyer in front. Shot save Lindbergh. And now Kennedy comes away with it. And Kennedy will skate it ahead. He's got Henry Olsen with him. Kennedy into the offensive zone. Short-handed. Kennedy backhand pass. Oh, he tried to find Olsen. Backdoor couldn't. Lakers back at full strength. Kennedy gets back in the play after that rush. Gets back on the back check. As he's flying around, this is going to be icing against the Lakers, and we get a stoppage with 8:12 left in the second period. Watch this. Easton Kennedy scoring chance. Had the right idea. Kennedy with that backhand sauce across to Olsen, but the pass couldn't connect as the Crusaders got back on defense as well. And so the score stays 1-0. St. Cloud Cathedral, 8:12 left here in the second period. Sturm gets the puck for the Crusaders in the offensive zone. Now to the right point. Shot. Big save. And a big rebound given up there by Lindbergh. Lakers will now clear it out of the zone after that rebound. It's Sully Broughton. Lost it at neutral ice. At neutral ice, the Crusaders get the puck back. Brandon White with a chance. On a save by Lindbergh. Oh, Brandon White with a great look. Good stick handling to shift through the defense. Get a good scoring chance here. Sturm, the leading goal scorer defenseman, gets a good wrist shot as we have a little exchange between Carter Whitworth and Brandon White. And no penalties here. Stay 5-on-5. 7:39 left here in the second. 1-0 our score. You're in tune to KDLM Detroit Lakes, listening to boys hockey. Lakers on the road taking on the state runners-up from last year, St. Cloud Cathedral. Lakers' Brody Bender to take the draw. Wins it back to Hudson Pettit. Off the glass and out to neutral ice. Sturm used his glove to knock the puck down. Now gets it around Riker Zimmerman and backhands it in the zone. Lindbergh out of his net. Gives a pass ahead for Schlotteroff. Schlotteroff couldn't get it out of the zone. It's held in by the Crusaders. Behind the net, Hudson Pettit. 7:20 to go, second period. Pettit. D to Bauer Walter from the near side corner. Walter off the boards and out of the zone. Icing here on the Lakers with 7:09 to go in the second period. So we'll see an offensive zone draw here for the Crusaders. The momentum has somewhat shifted here. It feels like the Crusaders have played with the puck more in the offensive zone here in the second period than what we saw in the first period. Lakers doing a little bit more defending here in this second period. As the Lakers win the defensive zone draw. Sully Broughton on the left wing gets it out of the zone. At neutral ice, puck went off the skate of Brandon White. Now ahead for Easton Kennedy. Kennedy with Simbulik on the right wing. Tried to pass it to Simbulik. Pass was behind. Simbulik will cycle it down to Kennedy. Shields the puck. Works it in front. Kennedy scores! Sully Broughton with the goal. And we have a tie hockey game. Tied at 1. Easton Kennedy with the dish. Sully Broughton scores his third goal of the season. And the Lakers have tied this game at 1 with 6:49 to go. Take a look at the replay. Kennedy working it in front. Sully Broughton right on the doorstep, left alone. And 6:49 to go here in the second period. It's a goal for the Lakers. Sully Broughton with the even strength goal. Easton Kennedy will get an assist, and I believe it'll be another assist for Will Simbulik as well. We'll wait the announcement, but I believe Simbulik was the second helper on that goal. Primary assist going to Easton Kennedy. For Simbulik, that's his 24th assist on the year. Kennedy now with 39 points on the season. No icing here on the Crusaders. Lakers will retrieve the puck here in the defensive zone. Lawson Justison to Henry Olsen. Olsen, lead pass there for Carter Whitworth, couldn't connect. This is no icing here. Whitworth, good hustle, gets to that puck as the Crusaders will play it to the far corner. Sully Broughton gets the goal. Easton Kennedy and Will Simbulik get the assist. We have a delayed penalty on the Crusaders. Or no, we have an injured player. Ruprecht is hurt, and it looks like we do have a penalty too. The Lakers touched the puck, never touched the puck. It was the Crusaders that touched the puck. So it is going to be a penalty on the Crusaders and a penalty injury. Ruprecht is hurt here as we take a look at the replay here. Ruprecht looked like he got his legs tangled up with. We didn't get a look at the penalty. So hopefully Ruprecht is okay. He's going to get some assistance. And he's going to go to the bench here. 5:49 left in the second period. The Lakers are going to go on the power play for the third time tonight. So it's a cross-checking penalty on the Crusaders, number 18, Carter Bakeberg. So Bakeberg going to the box for cross-checking. Lakers on the power play. 5:49 left here in the second period. Goal moments ago by Sully Broughton. Lakers looking for their first lead of the night. Kennedy in the left circle. Oh, it went just wide of the net. Hudson Pettit with a good look at it. And the net comes loose. The net came loose, and so we'll get a stoppage here. Kaiser, the goalie, it's the stoppage. That net coming out. 8 seconds into the power play for the Lakers. Again, 0 for 2 so far. On the man advantage. Tie up on the draw. Crusaders cannot clear. Kennedy holds the zone. Gives now to Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk to Kennedy. Kennedy with a shot. Goes off the stick of Baguette and actually broke his stick and goes out of play. So a broken stick. Baguette broke his stick. Elected to leave the stick there. The linesman comes over and has to bring it to the bench. So offensive zone draw for Detroit Lakes. Power play for another minute 41. 5:29 left here in the second. Tied at 1. Cymbaluk to take the draw for the Lakers. Gets tied up. And the puck goes to the near side boards. And the Lakers will get it. Kennedy along the boards to Cymbaluk. And it's stolen by the Crusaders and sent the length. Minute 27 of power play time left for the Lakers. 5:13 to go in the second. We're tied at 1. Good hockey game here from St. Cloud. Kennedy, offensive zone. Ike drops it back to Bauer Walter. Pass to Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk in the right circle. Gives to Rhett Walter. Pass was broken up but held in by Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk, shot blocked. Back to the stick of Easton Kennedy. He had the assist on the Sully Broughton goal. Kennedy to Cymbaluk. The bottom of the circles. Walter spins. Backhand pass for Pettit. He was handcuffed. Couldn't corral the puck. Back to the blue line. Walter. Bauer Walter gets tripped. And a penalty on the Crusaders. And it'll be 5-on-3 for 42 seconds. So another penalty here on St. Cloud Cathedral. Definitely a tripping penalty this time. And the penalty is going to be on Brandon White, and he's one of their best penalty killers. And so he'll go to the box for tripping. With 4.5 to go here in the second. Lakers with a 5-on-3. The Crusaders had a 5-on-3 earlier this period. Couldn't take advantage. It'll be a 42-second 5-on-3, and then it'll be about a minute and 18 of 5-on-4. As the Lakers do not score here as the Lakers win the draw back cleanly, but too cleanly as they'll have to vacate the zone. Cymbaluk picks the puck up at neutral ice. Cymbaluk into the offensive zone, slams on the brakes there, spins, gives it to Rhett Walter. On the near half wall, back to Cymbaluk. 5-on-3 hockey. Kennedy to Whitworth, to Kennedy in the high slot. Right wing now for Cymbaluk. Bottom of the circles, pass broken up by Sturm. Now to Cymbaluk from the right circle. Now to Kennedy. Kennedy with a wrist shot, scores! Easton Kennedy lights the lamp. And the Lakers have their first lead of the night, 2-1, with 4 minutes left in the second period. Easton Kennedy, his 24th goal of the year. So Easton Kennedy gets the wrist shot, gets the celebration as well. And the Lakers still have a power play for another minute 30. So Kennedy gets the goal. We'll see who gets the assist. Simblick will get the one assist, we know. Oh, and the Lakers another chance here as I'm writing notes. Back on the power play, a minute 21 left for the Lakers here on the power play. 3:46 to go in the second. Lakers lead 2-1. Simblick. Kennedy, another wrist shot. This shot misses wide off the end glass and cleared. Easton Kennedy gets the goal. Simblick and Rhett Walter get the assist. So another assist here for Will Simblick, and that's now 2 assists tonight. 25 assists on the year for Will. 36 points. Easton Kennedy now with a 40-point season. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. Here's Simblick's shot. Glances off the padding and goes wide. 30 seconds left in the power play. Lakers lead 2-1 to St. Cloud Cathedral. Pass broken up. In front of the net it goes, though. It's picked up by Henry Olsen. Backhanded to Simblick. Simblick, wrist shot. Oh, it almost snuck through the padding there of Kaiser, and that's cleared by the Crusaders all the way down. So good scramble there by the Lakers, but Kaiser making the save. 8 seconds left on the power play here for the Lakers. White will leave the box here momentarily. Walter to Olsen, and he missed the net. As the Crusaders are back at full strength. So 5-on-5 hockey. The Lakers do score one power play goal on the 5-on-3. And it's dumped in by Carter Whitworth. 2:16 left here in the second. 2-1 our score. Knocked down here by Justison. Justison gets the shot on net and a save by Kaiser. So this is from moments ago. So 2-1 our score. Detroit Lakes leading here with 2:11 to go in the second period. Face-off controlled by the Crusaders. To the near side, Van Heel out to neutral ice. This is icing against the Crusaders. And we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Lakers coming up with 2:01 to go here in the second. Coming up, we'll have our U-Motors intermission report, recap the busy second period from the MAC. The Lakers were trailing 1-0, scored 2 goals here in the second. They look to hang on to this 2-1 lead. Face-off controlled by the Crusaders. Trevor Hall, sophomore defenseman, gets it out to the blue line. Brandon White couldn't find it. That's flipped in by the Crusaders. Trent in the corner. Van Heel, now White. Offensive zone, St. Cloud Cathedral. Rhett Walter loses his footing. Tie up along the far half wall. Trent back to the blue line for Sturm. Sturm, well, hesitation on the shot. Now gives it to Hall. Hall from the left point. Left leg pad, right leg pad save there for Griffin Lindbergh. Puck pops out to Rhett Walter. Ahead for Sully Broughton. His pass to Kennedy was broken up by Sturm. Sturm, backdoor feed, couldn't connect with Anvik. Now the Lakers, Simblick. Kennedy on a breakaway. Kennedy, breakaway, chance in. Oh, he missed it wide. Laker fans thought perhaps he scored. The net is loose. Down to a minute left here in the second period. It looks like the net's loose. Maybe it's not. Good scoring chance by Easton Kennedy. 2-1 our score. Pettit. Backdoor for Walter. Missed the net. Couldn't connect on the pass. And then it's played off the glass and out of the zone by the Crusaders. In a breakaway moments ago by Easton Kennedy. But never generated a shot here as Kennedy has it at center ice. 27 seconds left here in the second. 2-1 our score. Lakers leading St. Cloud Cathedral. Oh, Whitworth got away with a little hook there. As the Crusaders now get in the offensive zone, 10 seconds left here in the second. Steal by Hudson Pettit here in the defensive zone. Dangerous pass in front of his net, trying to spring Whitworth. Couldn't connect. Baguette for the Crusaders gets the puck. And that's the end of the second period. So after 2 periods of play on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, as we get a little after the whistle collision between Whitworth and Baguette, and I believe they're going to send Coincidental Miners here into the into the third period. Baguette and Whitworth kind of collided with one another. I believe it'll be Coincidental Miners going into the third period. Official coming over and having a chat with the St. Cloud Cathedral bench. And so still some words being had along the St. Cloud bench here. So I believe they're going to send both Whitworth and Baguette to the box when the third period starts. Whew. Busy second period of action here from the MAC in St. Cloud. Our score 2-1 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. The Lakers lead Cathedral here in boys hockey on the station you can count on, KDLM, and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
When the snow flies, your golf game doesn't have to go into hibernation. Swing into the 19th hole simulator at Forest Hills Resort, your warm, cozy escape all holiday season long. Keep your swing sharp on some of the best courses in the country, all without leaving town. Bring friends, hang out over holiday breaks, and make it a tradition. And grab Black Diamond at Forest Hills Christmas gift cards, the perfect gift for the golfer in your life. So tee up good times this winter at the Forest Hills Resort 19th hole simulator.
Welcome to Muscatel GMC in Detroit Lakes. Ask about rebates and incentives available now. GMC, dedicated to American ingenuity. Looking for roomy comfort and convenience? Designed for serious capability. Muscatel's built on trust.
Ready to crush your fitness goals? Step Fitness Detroit Lakes has your back with 24/7 access, high-quality strength and cardio equipment, top-tier functional training, and a supportive community. And don't miss their group classes led by Coach Carly. She brings the motivation you need to every workout. Join him at 1315 Highway 10 West or call 218-844-3822. That's 844-3822. Call today. Snap Fitness Detroit Lakes. Move your body, fuel your mood. A proud supporter of Laker Athletics.
Looking for trusted appliances with hometown service? D&D Repair and Appliance is your full-service, family-owned appliance store, proudly serving the Lakes region for over 35 years. They carry KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, brands you know and trust. Plus, they offer delivery and installation so you can shop local and get it delivered right to your home. Visit them at 1050 Highway 59 South, because when you choose D&D Repair and Appliance, now you're talking value.
Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better for the people we care about. At Weber Family Motors, that's our family and our team, and also the customers who have been shopping with us since 2007. That's why we've made our Pro-Certified Unlimited Mile program complimentary for every eligible new and pre-owned vehicle. So you get one less thing to worry about. Visit our showroom on Highway 10 West next to Menards or browse online at WeberFamilyMotors.com. Weber Pro Certified. Drive home.
Roses are red, violets are fine, but this Valentine's Day, horsepower beats wine. Give your Valentine something special with real power at J&K Marine. We're talking CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides, pontoons, and fishing boats. Take your Valentine on an adventure outdoors with something built for mud, water trails, and a little trouble. Because candles are cute, but throttle therapy is hot. Turn up the torque, not the teddy bears. Valentine's Day starts at J&K Marine.
Welcome back here to the MAC in St. Cloud. 2-1 our score. Detroit Lakes leading St. Cloud Cathedral on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. A busy second period, and even after the period was over, there was some penalties, some little extracurriculars, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's go through the recap of the second period. The Lakers had a power play with 2:49 into the second period. Van Heel was called for elbowing. Lakers unable to take advantage of that power play chance. The Cathedral Crusaders, they had a 5-on-3 power play. Descharmes went to the box, 11:40 left in the second. A hooking or holding call was on Descharmes. And then Hudson Pettit was called for slashing. Lakers able to kill off both penalties and come away unscathed on that 5-on-3 power play for the Crusaders. The Lakers did score a goal to tie the game with 6:49 left in the second period. It was Sully Broughton scoring the goal. Pass by Simlik down to the end boards. Kennedy did a nice job along the end boards to shield that puck. Defender comes in. He shields the puck. And then instead of trying to wrap around, he went right in front. He directly, right from the left corner, went right in front of the net. Often you see a player come around, try to do the wraparound type play. He came right out in front, which I think took Kaiser by surprise a bit. Kaiser was tough on the right on the left post. The pass from Kennedy went right to Sully Broughton, who gets the one-timer goal to make it 1-1. And then we had a couple of penalties called against the Crusaders. Carter Bakeberg called for cross-checking. Brandon White called for tripping. The Lakers convert on the 5-on-3. Easton Kennedy scoring a goal with 4 minutes left in the second period. Will Simbulik and Rhett Walter get the assist. And Hudson Pettit doesn't get credit on the score sheet for that goal or an assist or anything like that, but it was his screen. They put on the power play, they put Pettit in front of the goalie, and Pettit screening Kaiser allowed Kennedy to shoot that puck, and Kaiser never saw the puck. A good screen by Pettit led to Kennedy getting the goal, and for Easton, that's now 24 goals on the season. With the assist earlier, he's now up to 40 points this season. Then, if that wasn't enough, at the end of the period, as the teams were coming off the ice, there was a little mix-up, a little skirmish between Nolan Baguette and Carter Whitworth. And the officials, again, they've been calling it a tight game here tonight. They're not going to mess around with any shenanigans after the whistle, anything like that. The official, with the skirmish between Baguette and Whitworth, it didn't really appear that Whitworth did much to warrant it, but he got called for a 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct penalty along with Baguette. So both of those guys likely won't be back here. We'll see how things go here, but it'll be a 10-minute penalty for both for this hockey game. So third period, we'll not have Carter Whitworth, and for the Crusaders, Nolan Baguette will be out as well in the third period. So that's our housekeeping, and you're caught up now. After 2 periods of play on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, the Lakers lead St. Cloud Cathedral 2-1 on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be back with third period action here momentarily here from the MAC in St. Cloud. We'll be back in just a little bit here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road to feeling and functioning their best.
Detroit Lakes High School is giving students new opportunities to get out of class and get hands-on learning and experience. The Youth Skills Training Program at DLHS encourages, promotes, and supports the development of local partnerships between schools, employers, and community organizations. Students can choose from plant science and greenhouse management, advanced manufacturing, and the Certified Nursing Assistant Program. For more information, call Vern Schnathorst, 218-849-6110. Academies of Detroit Lakes. My future, my course.
Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair on 8th Street in Detroit Lakes is your all-around auto repair. Jeff services fifth wheel hitches, 4 and 5-inch diesel exhausts, gooseneck hitches, brakes, shocks and struts, custom dual exhausts, and mufflers. Jeff's work is fully guaranteed and is now a 3-family member business. Call for an appointment today, 846-9318. Jeff's Muffler and Auto Repair in Detroit Lakes, 846-9318.
The King is calling. Burger King of Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids is hiring for all shifts now. Whether you're looking for some supplemental income or a career opportunity, Burger King offers starting wages up to $15 an hour, and health insurance is available for full-time employees. Plus, paid training with advancement opportunities, flexible hours, free uniforms, and meal discounts. Starting up to $15 an hour, The King is calling. Burger King, Detroit Lakes and Pelican Rapids.
Saving energy and money go hand in hand, and Detroit Lakes Public Utilities is here to help you do both. Their Bright Energy Solutions program offers cash rebates on energy-efficient products that can help make your home more comfortable, reduce energy costs, and protect the environment, all while saving you money. From Energy Star appliance upgrades to advanced heating and cooling systems, there's plenty of opportunities to make a meaningful change in 2025. Learn all the ways you can save this year by contacting Detroit Lakes Public Utilities or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
And we'll go back here to the MAC in St. Cloud. Get a correction on the penalty on Carter Whitworth and Nolan Baguette. It's actually a 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct instead of the 10 minutes. So, and I believe they'll stay 5-on-5, so it'll be more like coincidental minors than anything. So it should stay 5-on-5, and it'll be the first whistle after 2 minutes when Mr. Whitworth and Mr. Baguette can come out of the box. All right, let's just about ready for the third period. Looks about 2 minutes away from that. Let's take a look at some scores from around boys hockey. Fort Francis defeats Red Lake Falls tonight, 2-1. Benilde St. Margaret over New Prague, 1-0. Red Wing over Winona, 4-1. Tartan over Simley, 4-1. Waseca over Northern Lakes, 4-2. Austin over Laverne, 9-4. Here's a section matchup. One team is in our section. Crookston lost to International Falls at the Bronco Arena in I Falls. I Falls wins 5-3 over Crookston. St. Thomas Academy all over South St. Paul today, 12-0. It was Farmington over Apple Valley Burnsville, 6-1. Champlain Park over Totino Grace over Champlain Park, 5-2. Blaine over Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids, 6-2. Centennial over Andover, 4-1. Thief River Falls gets a 6-goal win over Lake of the Woods. Final score 8-2. Other games of note: Wilmer defeats Wadena Deer Creek 7-4. Northfield over Rochester Century 5-2. Bemidji over Forest Lake 6-3. Other boys hockey games, Duluth-Denfeld over Alexandria, 4-2. Fergus Falls loses to Mayville, final score 5-4. Some games that are in action right now, in progress. Buffalo takes on Wayzata. Albert Lee versus Two Rivers. Monticello gets a win over Minneapolis, 2-1. Osseo over Princeton, 5-2. Maple Grove over Hopkins, 6-2. Minnetonka over St. Michael Albertville, 8-0. Hill Murray over Duluth East, 4-2. Rogers defeats Anoka, 12-1. Delano over Holy Family, 5-3. Hutchinson over, actually that's in progress. Hutchinson leads Litchfield 1-0. Gentry Academy leading Hudson, Wisconsin, 7-0. Cale Daniels, that's his alma mater. So 7-0 lead for Gentry Academy on Hudson. Other games of note, Moorhead and Hermantown battling. That game in progress. It's tied 2-2. So let's look at some scores in boys hockey. Our Lakers sports schedule, it's somewhat of a quiet, Saturday. The Laker girls hockey team, they're taking on Prairie Center. That game started at 5 o'clock. The dance team, they have their varsity sections today. They're at Sartell today at 1 o'clock. Again, on Monday, we'll have boys hockey. As we take a look, perhaps maybe at our broadcast schedule, if that's ready. Boys hockey on Monday versus Crookston. We'll have girls hockey playoffs on Thursday. And on KDLM, we'll have boys basketball versus Wilmer the following week. Boys hockey to close out the regular season against Alexandria on the 10th. For our TV3 viewers, Laker Wrestling on the 6th of February. They take on UCB and DGF. Give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're tuning in on YouTube. Appreciate it. As the Lakers and Crusaders. The third period underway. Lakers will go from right to left here in the third period. They lead 2-1. Should be a fun period of hockey. It's been a good one so far. Both teams equally matched, very equal. Again, the Crusaders without a couple of players. Their top scorer, Bo Schmidt, he's out. He's not playing in this game with a hip flexor injury. He's got 16 goals, 20 assists on the season. He's out tonight. And Talon Ruprecht, he got hurt in the second period, and I haven't seen him back out there yet. We are underway here in the third period. Lakers lead 2-1 as we get a whistle right off the draw. And I think that puck might have hit a player on the bench of St. Cloud. So we'll redo the center ice faceoff here. Again, Carter Whitworth in the box along with Beguet. Both in the box for unsportsmanlike conduct. Just a 2-minute unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, not the 10-minute. So we will see Whitworth sooner than expected. As the Crusaders, tough angle shot, glove save by Griffin Lindberg. 18 seconds into the third period, Griffin Lindberg with a glove save. It was a tough angle look as we see Griffin Sturm take that shot. He's the leading scorer on the defensive side. Got 9 goals, 19 assists. Chance here for the Crusaders again right off the draw. That's a shot by Caleb Trant. And misses the net. Out of the zone it goes. Lakers checked by Will Simbulik. On the near side wing. Steal by Sully Broughton in the offensive zone. Broughton cycles it down. Simbulik behind the net. Feet in front for Broughton. A little slow to get to that puck. As Kennedy gets to it now for the Lakers. Along the far half boards in the offensive zone. Picked up here by the Crusaders. Griffin Sturm plays it off the boards out to neutral ice. Van Heel, who scored the goal for the Crusaders, gets checked by Pettit. It's played to the far side wing where Kennedy picks it up. Kennedy shielding the puck as he enters the zone. Picked up here and a wrist shot taken by Hank Schlotteroff. Missed the net. Karam's out to neutral ice. Dumped in by the Lakers. So we see Hank Schlotteroff playing on that second line with Lawson Justison and Henry Olsen as Carter Whitworth continues to serve the 2-minute penalty. And we're staying 5-on-5. It was coincidental minors. Picked up by Rhett Walter in his own zone. Slams on the brakes behind the net. Flipped end over end out to neutral ice. Kusaba is broken up here by Schlotteroff. Now Krines pass to Kroll behind. Stolen by Rhett Walter. Now Schlotteroff trying to feed Olsen. Stolen by the Crusaders and dumped in. Out of the net, Lindbergh leaves it for Rhett Walter. Plays it along the boards, not out, held in by the Crusaders. Now they'll have to leave the zone as they couldn't hold it in at the blue line. Broken up here by Lawson Justison. Justison trying to spring loose. It's taken out on the play. Good defense by Jack Hasiba as the Crusaders get it out to neutral ice, and they'll ice the puck. And we'll have an offensive zone draw with 14:48 to go in the third. 2-1, Detroit Lakes leading. So the Lakers will have an offensive zone draw. Carter Whitworth out of the box. He goes right on the ice. Served his penalty on the ice. To play smart here. Brody Bender to take the draw. Bender, Whitworth, Riker Zimmerman. Crusaders play it out to neutral ice. It's played by Griffin Sturm into the offensive zone. Sturm drives it wide. Backhand shot off the side of the net. Gets it back on his tape. Tobias at the point. Back to Sturm. He lost the handle of the puck. It goes all the way back in his own zone. He'll have to retrieve it there. 14:27 to go. Third period. 2-1. Lakers leading. Goals by Sully Broughton and Easton Kennedy. Kennedy's goal most recent. After the Lakers fell behind in the first period 1-0, the Lakers have answered back with 2 unanswered. Bauer Walter. Back and forth it goes. Bakeberg settles the puck. Backhands it into the Lakers zone. Bauer Walter behind the net. Backhands it for Hudson Pettit. Corner to corner. Pettit, he'll work it out. He'll skate it ahead. Lost it at neutral ice. Broken up by Brody Bender. Played in the near side wing. Zimmerman will give chase. Crusaders, Trevor Hall trying to clear. Now out to the blue line it goes, out to neutral ice. Zimmerman dumps it in on goal. Kept alive by Blake Kaiser, the goalie for the Crusaders. Out to neutral ice, broken up by Kennedy. Kennedy in the offensive zone. Easton drives it wide left wing. Into the corner it goes, offensive zone. Kennedy lost it. Cycled by Sully Broughton. Played out by Baguette. And he'll get it to neutral ice. Lost it at the blue line, and then it's sent the length by Bauer Walter. Crosses 3 lines. Icing against the Lakers with 13:18 left. In the third period, 2-1, our score. We'll have a defensive zone draw to the right of Griffin Lindbergh on his blocker side. Easton Kennedy to take the draw versus Eli Van Heel. Face-off controlled by the Crusaders. Shot was blocked by Pettit. Shot was taken back on the tape of Caleb Trant. He'll play it to the end boards. Bauer Walter for the Lakers trying to play it out. He'll slide it forward here for Sully Broughton. Now to Will Simbulik. Simbulik trying to dangle pass. Bauer Walter catches up with it. Centering feed, nobody home. Here comes Brandon White the other way for the Crusaders. Nice stick handle play, nice defensive play. Oh, heads up as that puck goes into the crowd as Brandon White had it poked loose. Hopefully everybody is okay. That puck came in hot as it's close confines here at Ritchie Arena in the MAC. And appears to be that everybody looks okay. That'll wake you up. Center ice face-off after the puck left the playing surface. Controlled by the Lakers. Rhett Walter had a nice poke check moments ago on the rush by the Crusaders. Here's Whitworth. His shot misses wide. Pinching is Rhett Walter. Played by Henry Olsen. Lakers will play it back in deep. 12:33 left here in the third. Puck off the boards. Played by Lawson Justison. Behind the net. Filtered out by Griffin Sturm. And out to neutral ice where Rhett Walter stick handles across a couple of defenders and gets into the offensive zone. Rhett Walter, the freshman, from a tough angle, goes off of a skate and goes to the far half boards. Held in by Descharmes. Behind the net, Lawson Justison. Backhand pass. Whitworth spins and fires a shot wide. Now Ziegelmeyer gets tied up by Henry Olsen. Sturm for the Crusaders. Harassed by Justison. To the near side for Kroll. The Crusaders leave the defensive zone, enter the offensive zone. Almost offsides. They stay onside, though. Rhett Walter steals the puck from the Crusaders. The Lakers will get it out to neutral ice. Into the offensive zone, Lawson Justison will dump it in. Puck caroms along the boards to the far corner. 11:30 to go, third period, 2-1 Laker lead. Cross-ice pass by the Crusaders, stolen by Hudson Pettit. Brody Bender couldn't catch up to that puck, and it's icing against the Lakers with a defensive zone draw, and we get a chance to catch our breath. Face off to the right of Griffin Lindbergh. Brody Bender to take the draw. Face off won by the Crusaders. Baguette shot was tipped off the stick of Schlotteroff and goes out of play. So we'll do it again. We'll change face-off dots, though. The face-off will be on the near side to the left of Lindbergh on his glove hand side. Face-off won by the Crusaders, and Vic won the draw. Lakers, though, steal. Hank Schlotteroff got tripped. Didn't get the call. Icing against the Lakers. And we'll have another defensive zone draw. Get us tripped up here. Let's take a look as Schlotteroff. Oh, his own teammate tripped him. You don't see that often. Brody Bender tripped Hank Schlotteroff. So good no call by the official. I just saw a stick between the legs of Hank Schlotteroff, and here it was Brody Bender's stick. Not often do you see that. Meanwhile, puck played back out to neutral ice. Crusaders back into the offensive zone. Bauer Walter tangling up with Caleb Trant. Now Will Simblick. Top line out there for the Lakers. Top line for the Crusaders. Simblick finds that loose puck. He collides with Sully Broughton at neutral ice. So some friendly fire once again as Easton Kennedy gets it in the offensive zone. Kennedy, his pass was intended for Simblick. Couldn't connect. Now Pettit trying to hold. Couldn't. The Lakers will have to leave the zone. Back out to neutral ice. Dumped in by the Lakers. No icing. Simblick bumps shoulders with Baguette. Behind the net, Baguette. Steal by Carter Whitworth. And we get a penalty on Detroit Lakes. Will Simblick is called for a penalty. It was away from the puck in the offensive zone. That's not going to make Coach Noah happy. Yeah. Two-arm extension by Will Simblick. That's just not a smart play. At this time of the game, 10:18 left. That's one that Coach Noah, I'm sure, will talk to Mr. Simblick about. Offensive zone penalty. Really no need for it. So the Lakers are a player short for 2 minutes. Crusaders have yet to score on the power play. Oh, and they have a good chance here. Lindbergh stretching, cleared by Henry Olsen. Oh, my. Henry Olsen just saved a goal for this Laker team. Griffin Lindbergh was extended as far as he could go with his left leg, and Henry Olsen gets to that puck first. If he does not, the Crusaders have an easy goal as Lindbergh was caught out of position. So a good scoring look for the Crusaders. Score stays 2-1. Detroit Lakes leading with 9:36 to go in the third period. Lakers have scored the last two goals after falling behind 1-0. They've scored the last two. A steal by the Crusaders. The Lakers try to get a shorthanded rush going. Couldn't. The Crusaders steal and get it in the offensive zone where Hudson Pettit tracks it down. He battles with Camden Kroll. Steal by Easton Kennedy. Kennedy with speed. Trying to get past Sturm. Kennedy, shot taken, stick save by Kaiser. 50 seconds on the power play. Lakers have had some good looks, shorthanded though. 45 seconds to go, 9 minutes left here in the third. Kroll at neutral, stolen by Bauer Walter and sent the length. Great penalty kill so far for the Lakers. Crusaders down to the final 30 seconds of this power play, 8:46 to go here in this hockey game. Ziegelmeyer tied up, and now it's iced again by the Lakers. 18 seconds left on the power play. One last rush for the Crusaders. Lakers, Will Simblick ready to leave the box here momentarily. Bakeberg knocked off the puck. Bauer Walter gets it, plays it off the boards and onto the zone, and a great penalty kill again for the Lakers as Will Simblick leaves the penalty box. 8:13 left to go. 2-1 Lakers lead, 5-on-5. Played in by the Crusaders. Pettit settles the puck, wraps it around the boards, gives to Simbulik on the far wing. Backhand feed to Sully Broughton. Dangles past one defender. Gets it to the front of the net. Broughton with a chance, and he just goes wide. I never got a shot away, but a good job just to get a good look. As the Crusaders now in the corner. Noah Klein played out. Glove down here. Walter. That's Rhett Walter to Simbulik. Simbulik with a chance. Backhand shot saved by Kaiser. Held in by Descharmes. To the end boards for Simbulik. Pass meant for Kennedy. Broken up by Hall. Played by the Crusaders. Locke out of the zone and all the way down. This will be icing. Oh, they got the call. Oh, Crusader fans groan. Locke just a step behind the puck. If he would have reached out, possibly would have not had the icing call. As we take a look at that penalty kill play made by Henry Olsen earlier. Official saying, what do you want me to do? He never touched the puck. It's a good call. I mean, it crossed 3 lines. The Crusader bench not happy about it, but it did cross 3 lines, and it wasn't touched. Here comes the Crusaders in the offensive zone. Sturm with a shot on net and a save by Lindbergh. And then a little extra after the whistle as Garrett Locke, who's a little bit perhaps upset after that icing call that went against the Crusaders, kind of mixing it up in front of the net. The net came ajar, and we will have a defensive zone draw. So a defensive zone draw to the right of Griffin Lindbergh. Lawson Justison to take the draw. Face off one back by Justison. Play to the corner for Walter. 7 minutes left here in the third period. 2-1 Lakers lead. Trying to beat the state runners-up from last year. St. Cloud Cathedral. They've already beat the state champs from last year. They've got an overtime win against East Grand Forks at home. Here trying to take down St. Cloud Cathedral here on their home ice. Trevor Hall reverses it to Sturm, to Brandon White. Ahead for Van Heel. Good job by Olsen to get back. He lost a stick in the process, though. He dislodged the puck from Van Heel. Justison backhands it in the zone. 6:26 to go, third period. 2-1. Lakers lead. White out of the zone. Puck swivels to the center circle. Settled by Pettit. Dumped in. And Hall for the Crusaders gets to the puck. We had a number of broken sticks and lost sticks here tonight. There's another loose stick at center ice here as Hall comes away with the puck. Lost it after a check by Will Simbulik. 6:03 to go, third period. 2-1 Lakers. Easton Kennedy into the offensive zone. Oh, they call it offsides. That's a good call. As Simbulik came in a fraction of a second early. And we'll have a neutralized face-off right in front of the Crusaders bench, right below us here at center ice here at the MAC. Closing in on the top of the hour. You're in tune to KDLM Detroit Lakes, 1340 AM, 93.1 FM, 96.9 FM. Welcome our friends viewing on YouTube at Lakes TV3 YouTube page. It's been a good hockey game so far, and it continues here in the final 6 minutes. Kroll stolen by the Lakers. Schlotteroff puts a shoulder into Ziegelmeyer. Pettit now with it for the Lakers. Pettit dumps it into the near corner. Bakeberg for the Crusaders gets it into the defensive zone. Plays it to Ziegelmeyer to the blue line. Poke check by Pettit. Pettit with a chance and a shot that goes off the left leg. Hudson Pettit. He is a difference maker both offensively, defensively. Here's a shot by Brody Bender. Never got it on goal. It was blocked by Ziegelmeyer, and then he'll ice the puck. He never gained center, and it's an icing against the Crusaders. If he would have took an extra step, it would have been a non-icing, but dumped it in before the center line. And so icing against St. Cloud Cathedral. And we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Lakers. Will Simbulik to take the draw. Kennedy on the right wing for the draw. Sully Broughton on left. Defensively, it's Descharme and Rhett Walter. Face-off one back by the Crusaders. They've done a nice job in the dot tonight. St. Cloud with the puck. After the face-off win, they get it out of the zone. Trant into the offensive zone for the Crusaders, but they're called offsides. So offsides on St. Cloud. We'll have another neutralized face-off just outside the Lakers zone with 4:58 to go. The Lakers trying to hang on, looking for their 13th win of the year. The Crusaders also looking for their 13th win of the season. Lakers riding a 3-game winning streak. The Crusaders on a 4-game winning streak. As Easton Kennedy, cross-ice pass here to Will Simblick. Pass in front, back to Kennedy. Hopped over his stick. Crusaders get it out of the zone. Simblick tracks it down at neutral ice. He turns and goes into the offensive zone. Drop pass for Sully Broughton off the skate of Kennedy. Back onto the blade of Kennedy as he'll dump it into the corner. Broughton hands it to Simblick behind the net. He gets tied up there. Lakers in the offensive zone. Crusaders win the battle for the puck behind the net. Breakout pass. Stolen and held in by the Lakers' Rhett Walter. Dropped off by Simblick. Simblick to the top of the circles. Cuts to the slot. Scores! Will Simblick, a 3-point night. His 12th goal of the season. And the Lakers lead 3-1 with 4:13 to go in the third period. Let's watch the replay here. Will Simblick. I don't think we got it, but Will Simblick with the goal. 4:13 to go. Will Simblick, again, good individual effort that time. He worked it from the near side boards, made a couple of nice stick handle moves, and then left himself a good look for a shot and risked the puck past Kaiser. 3-1 Detroit Lakes. That is some nice insurance here for the Lakers. 4 minutes to go. Lawson Justison in the offensive zone. Steps around the defender to the end boards. So Simblick gets the goal. We get a Rhett Walter an assist. It's hard to make out. No, Kennedy with the assist. So Kennedy and Rhett Walter with the assist. So another point tonight for Easton Kennedy. He's got 2 assists and a goal. Will Simblick now with 2 assists and a goal as well. Crusaders offensive zone. Klein lost it. Simblick had it. Now Kennedy has it. Back to Simblick into the offensive zone. Sully Broughton with him. Pass intended there for Broughton, too far in front. This top line has accounted for all the scoring so far. Simblick, Kennedy, and Sully Broughton. Here's a shot by Pettit and a save by Kaiser. Blake Kaiser with that wrist, with that glove save after that shot by Hudson Pettit. 3 minutes to go here. Now, if you're the Crusaders, you got to start thinking about pulling your goalie. You're down by 2. Whitworth to take the draw. And the face-off won by the Crusaders. Nolan Bigouette touches it out to neutral ice. Oh, big hit at neutral ice. And Carter Whitworth puts the shoulder down. And it was Caleb Trant on the receiving end. Trant was kind of in a vulnerable spot. He's going to go to the bench. And Carter Whitworth goes to the penalty box. Officials are going to talk about it, see if it's anything more than a 2-minute minor. With the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty earlier, we'll see. Let's take a look at the replay. Trant had the puck in on his stick, but he was in a vulnerable spot. He was reaching forward, left him in a vulnerable spot. 2:49 left here in the third. Let's see what the call is. They haven't yet to put it on the scoreboard. That's a 5-minute major penalty. Be interesting to see what the call is. So 5-minute major penalty on Carter Whitworth. Still waiting for the official announcement. St. Cloud Cathedral will call a timeout. Here's the call. So they call head contact. So that's a 5-minute major penalty. So now the Crusaders will have a 5-minute major penalty, so they'll have the power play. Even if they score, they'll continue to have the power plays. We'll take one more look at it. Carter Whitworth called for a 5-minute major on that call, on that penalty. Caleb Trant was on the receiving end. He's being looked at right now on the bench. Timeout brought to you by U Motors. So St. Cloud Cathedral with a golden chance to potentially get back in this hockey game, potentially even take the lead if they can score a couple of goals here. A 5-minute major, if they, this will carry over into overtime. If they were able to get 2 goals to force overtime, the major would continue into the OT period. So timeout taken by St. Cloud Cathedral. They'll talk things over. The good news for the Lakers, they have been able to kill off every penalty so far, and hopefully I just didn't jinx them, but Lakers, Whitworth has been in the penalty box for roughing. We saw Will Simlick go to the penalty box for a cross-checking penalty. Pettit was called for slashing. Descharme called for hooking. So the Lakers have killed off 4 penalties so far, and the biggest one in the night here is a 5-minute major. Whitworth in the box for 5 minutes here. 2:49 to go. The Crusaders are down by 2 goals. On the power play, though, here's Sturm. Near side wing, White. Down to the end boards, Trant. He was on the receiving end of that check as the Lakers clear the puck all the way down. 2:33 left. 2-goal lead for the Lakers. Can they close it out here? It's an empty net for the Crusaders. 6-on-4. As Sturm works it end-to-end, and it's cleared by Walter. Not out of the zone. Now a shot that misses over the net. Great scoring chance there for the Crusaders. Griffin Lindberg doesn't have a stick. So the goalie doesn't have a stick. Now Lindberg will be able to get that stick. 2 minutes left here in the third period. 6-on-4 hockey with the goalie pulled for the Crusaders. Down by 2. Crusaders in the offensive zone. Sturm in front. One-timer saved by Lindberg. Rebound. Still loose. It goes to the far half boards. Oh, another good look here for the Crusaders. Now Sturm from the right point. Down to the bottom of the circles. White. One-timer in front. Broken up by Simbulik and cleared the length. 1:30 left here in the hockey game and a goal. Will Simbulik. That puck went in. How? It looked like it was just a clear. And it's a shorthanded goal for Will Simbulik with 1:30 left. So just a clear, and that puck hit the boards, I think, and then went in on goal. Wow. So Will Simbulik with the goal. And this game all but over now, 4-1 with a minute left. Will Simbulik gets the goal. Well, this is not a section game nor a conference game, but this game has some fireworks in it, and it's been an exciting one. The Lakers looking like they're going to come out on top. There's still a minute 30 left. Simbulik gets the goal. It's an unassisted goal for Will Simbulik. So a 2-goal, 2-assist night for Will Simbulik. And there's a minute 5 left here in this hockey game. Sturm for the Crusaders. Works it to the front. Lost the puck. Down to a minute left here in the third period. From the right wing, Klein to Sturm. Shot on net. Saved by Lindberg. And a stop with 51 seconds to go. 51 seconds left. Another save here by Griffin Lindberg. He's had a solid night here for the Lakers. Despite that one breakaway goal for the Crusaders, it's been a good night for Griffin Lindberg. 51 seconds left here in the third. Anvik to take the draw for the Crusaders. Face off one back by Detroit Lakes. Puck goes to the corner. 46 seconds to go. Still 6-on-4 here. The goalie still pulled for the Crusaders. Sturm feeds it to the near side. Bakeberg now to the bottom of the circles. Pass in front. Saved by Lindberg. And some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Descharme mixing it up. Not often we see Max Descharme getting in the tussle there, but he kind of did with Garrett Locke. And we're going to get the official pointing at some players, and looks like we're going to get some coincidental minors. So coincidental minors, Descharme and Locke will go to the box. So it'll stay 6-on-4 with the goalie pulled for the Crusaders. Max Descharme will go to the box, and so will Locke. 34 seconds to go. The Lakers look like they're going to extend their winning streak. As there's puck cleared out to neutral ice. 4-1, Detroit Lakes leads. 23 seconds left. Crusaders back in the offensive zone, still with that power play. Tough angle shot and a goal for the Crusaders here with 16 seconds left. Goal by Carter Bakeberg. First power play goal of the night here for the Crusaders comes with 15 seconds left. Bakeberg with the power play. I just missed the replay. But looked like a tough angle shot. Here it is on our YouTube stream. Tough angle shot. Bakeberg kind of had a poke at it, kind of rebound goal. And so the Crusaders now down 4-2. Put a couple of seconds back on the clock with 17 seconds left now. So 4-2 our score. Still have yet to put the score on the scoreboard here, but we know it's 4-2. As the Crusaders lost the draw. Now the puck goes to Klein. Sturm ahead. Oh, he gets tripped up. Play continues. Shots misses wide. And now behind the net, and the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the hockey game. And we'll keep it here, see if there's any shenanigans after the buzzer sounds. Looks like cooler heads will prevail. Van Heel, a little bit frustrated as Sturm is a little slow to get up. And that's going to be the end here. Final score tonight on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard, 4-2. Detroit Lakes gets the win over St. Cloud Cathedral here in boys hockey. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our post-game show next here on KDLM and streaming on YouTube at Lakes TV3.
Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes wants to wish the Lakers good luck in the high school sports season. Sanford Clinic of Detroit Lakes salutes Laker sports and its great tradition. The Lakers have shown us how hard work, dedication, and teamwork is what it takes to succeed. At Sanford Clinic, they resemble those of the athletes with passion, courage, and strength. Sanford Health, Detroit Lakes, open Monday through Saturday, 218-846-2000.
Good luck, Lakers, from Bluebird Books in Detroit Lakes. Bluebird Books carries new books for all ages and interests. They also have a great assortment of local art, candles, cards, candy, and many other gift items. Their friendly and experienced staff can help with book recommendations for yourself or for a gift. And if they don't have the book you're looking for, they'd be happy to order it for you. Bluebird Books is open 7 days a week, located on Washington, downtown Detroit Lakes, and online at www.bluebirdbooks.store.
Principal Mortgage Group Incorporated, number 194185, a locally owned mortgage broker committed to providing clients with excellent customer service, combined with competitive mortgage rates. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, purchasing or building your dream home, refinancing an outstanding mortgage, consolidating debt, our highly experienced team of mortgage professionals can help make your dreams come true. Contact Craig, NMLS number 195006, Rob, NMLS number 320509, or Julia, NMLS 537109 at 844-7466.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days after qualifications are met. $50 minimum deposit to open.
A Foltz building speaks for itself, but our customers say it best. This is Nick Bowers with Foltz Buildings in Detroit Lakes. From garages to commercial spaces, machine storage to toy storage, our experienced team delivers top quality construction tailored to your needs. See our work firsthand. Visit our models any day of the week on Highway 10 West in Detroit Lakes. Call 218-847-3281 for a free estimate. And read real customer reviews at foltzbuildings.com.
From the first Little Laker to the now Senior Lakers, Lake Sports Shop has been equipping those kids with the best and safest equipment in the Lakes area. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, also proud to be the best location for hunting gear, winter gear, summer water toys, birthday gifts, holiday gifts, and just your all-around Lake Sports Shop. Good luck to all of the Laker athletes, whether you're just starting out or now seniors. Lake Sports Shop in Detroit Lakes, a proud sponsor of all Laker athletes. Lake Shirts has been named the Lakes area's best place to work for years now, and with good reason. Friendly people, casual dress, flexible scheduling, great profit sharing, and dogs at work are just a few of the ways that Lake Shirts stands out. And Lake Shirts is currently looking for great people like you to join their team for part-time and full-time positions. Check out all of the current openings at lakeshirts.com and come see why life's better in a t-shirt. Lake Shirts, a proud sponsor of Laker Sports.
Fall is the season of cozy nights, crisp mornings, and gathering where it feels most like home. Why not find your happy place right where the leaves fall? Whether it's a cabin at the lake or your forever family home, My Kind of Bank makes it easy. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and friendly local experts, they'll guide you through every step of the home buying journey. Buying, refinancing, or upgrading, My Kind of Bank is ready when you are. Visit mykindofbank.com or stop by today. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Yeah, welcome back here to the MAC in St. Cloud. Final score tonight, Detroit Lakes gets the win over St. Cloud Cathedral. Final score 4-2 as we talk postgame now with assistant coach Cody Einerson. Coach, a win here against state runners-up last year, St. Cloud Cathedral. What did it take to get a win here tonight?
Gutsy effort. We had the all three lines going, and you probably saw everyone played. We really wanted this one. You could tell, I think, on the bus trip before we left, everyone was dialed in. And by the time we came out here, you know, I think the first 5-7 minutes was just a feeling out of a team we don't play very often. And then you saw the Lakers kind of kick her in high gear and really move the puck well and forecheck well.
A game where we came from behind. We were down 1-0 in the first period, just like the game against Bemidji where we came from behind, get the win. Resiliency from your team.
Yeah, I mean that's a great word choice in that one there, Charlie. They they keep going. When you have senior leaders like we do on this team, they've been in these tough situations. They know how to lead, and everyone else kind of follows suit. And that's what I think that's what you're seeing in these games like Bemidji, this Cathedral game. Between Easton and Will and Lawson, kind of saying, "Hop on my shoulders, guys. We're going to try to go get this one."
2-goal, 2-assist night for Will Simblick at the empty netter there at the end, and he's just seeing the game so clearly, and it seems like he's slowing down. Same can be said for Easton Kennedy too. I mean, 3-point night for him, a goal and a couple of assists, and is that what it is? Is it just a matter of things are coming more easy for them, as seniors, or what is it that's leading to them being on this hot streak that they're on?
I mean, that's really it when we look at it. When we look at both those individuals, we'll talk about them both. It's their preparation, what they do before a game, what they do before practice, whether that's film, whether that's skills. They're really deliberate with what they're trying to get done and get out of, whether that be skills, workout, so on and so forth. And you're seeing that translate to the ice. And I'll tell you what, I think since we've been Easton, the second half has been on this point streak. I mean, we won 6 out of the last 7, something along those lines.
7 out of the last 9 coming
7
into
out
the
of the
game,
last 9. So, you're seeing
8-2 in January. A complete flip of the script from last year when we struggled in January. This year, January's been great to us.
January's been fun. Haven't said that in the past. I think we even talked as a coaching staff the last few years. It feels like come early to mid-January, we kind of hit a gauntlet and we just can't get out of it. So it's been fun to kind of weather this storm here, the second half of the season, and really see the boys turn it up a notch. It's kind of, I mean, we've talked about it, but when it's negative 20 and you have to practice and rink too, I mean, nobody's really looking forward to that. Coaches, players, so it's all off to them for working hard.
How do we keep this momentum going into the month of February with playoffs coming up right down the road?
We're going to continue doing the same thing. Trust the process, and the results will come, and that's what we're seeing. I think you've heard Coach Noah preach that in the past, but it's true. I mean, we're seeing it happen right in front of our eyes. The nice part, like I spoke with Coach Noah here on the bus ride down, is we don't really get any off games, right? We got Crookston, Little Falls, but then Sartell and Alexandria to finish off the season. So we're going to have to continue to play the right way. Otherwise, we'll end up on the other side of things. And right now we got a good thing going, so that's what we're going to keep doing.
Big tilt against Crookston on Monday. They have a good power forward for them. It'll be a big section game as well, and it's always that fear of a letdown. But, with this crew, it just seems like it's different this year. Like, they're not going to play down a competition.
No, we're starting to learn something really tough to do in hockey and all of sports is learning how to win. People don't talk about it, but learning how to close out games, learning how to not get nervous when you're down 1 goal, learning how to not get nervous when you're killing a 5-minute major with 2.5 minutes to go. So there's a lot of things that go into this, and they've learned the right things and the right takeaways, and we're seeing it happen right in front of us with us trying to come back, and win these games, and then taking it to a team like Fergus, who is probably a subpar opponent for us, and not playing down to that competition level.
Win here tonight against St. Cloud Cathedral. JV got the win too, so 4-1 win again for your JV team.
It was. We were talking in the locker room. It's a sweep on the week. So between Fergus and Cathedral, and the JV went to WAP yesterday. We got the win there, so it was a good week for DL hockey.
Busy week next week. Looking forward to it. Appreciate the time, Coach.
Hey, thanks, Charlie. Thanks for having me.
Assistant Coach Cody Einerson joining us here on the post game as Laker varsity gets the win here tonight, 4-2. The JV team gets the win as well, 4-1. Over St. Cloud Cathedral. Let's fit in our last break, and we'll come back with our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game after this. Again, our final on our BTD Manufacturing scoreboard. The Lakers over the Crusaders, 4-2 in boys hockey.
Make the decision for Precision. Precision Printing. Their business is helping your business. Precision Printing is the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. For quality printing that won't break your budget, make the decision for Precision Printing. Creative sales pieces, flyers, brochures, letters, invoices, and more. Plus free pickup and delivery from the only locally owned printing company in Detroit Lakes. Make the decision for Precision. 847-3101 or visit them at 219 Front Street in Detroit Lakes.
Looking for health care that keeps you feeling your best? At Essentia Health, our team of primary care providers is here to listen and guide you on your path to wellness. From routine checkups and preventative screenings to managing chronic conditions, we've got you covered. With a focus on building relationships, we take the time to understand your unique health concerns. Visit our website at essentiahealth.org to schedule your appointment.
For 130 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. Have Carrier and Barty, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, develop a customized plan for your retirement. Call me, Matt Carrier, or financial advisors Matt Hayden or Kelsey Barty at 218-847-2676 to learn more.
Office is located at 1135 Washington Avenue, Suite 103, Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Not FDIC or NCUA insured. No financial institution guaranteed. May lose value. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Hey everyone, Dr. Chris here from Strive Chiropractic. Say, you may have heard that we take a very different approach when it comes to chiropractic care and health care in general, and that's because we focus on the overall health of the body, looking at how everyday stress affects our nervous system. Your nervous system controls and regulates everything in your body, and chiropractic care at Strive can make a huge difference in your child's school year, their performance, their health, and their overall well-being. Call today to get your family on the road.
And welcome back here to the MAC in St. Cloud. 4-2, the Lakers get the win over St. Cloud Cathedral in boys hockey. Let's take a look at our scoring summary in this one. Cathedral scored the game's first goal with 20 seconds left in the first period. It was Eli Van Heel scoring the goal. Brandon White and Carter Bakeberg with the assists on the Van Heel goal. So it was 1-0 after the first, and then Detroit Lakes scored their first goal in the second period when Sully Broughton scored with 6:49 left in the second period. Easton Kennedy and Will Simbulik with the assist. The Lakers added another. Thank you so much. 2-0. Lakers made it when Easton Kennedy scored a power play goal. Simbulik and Rhett Walter with the assist. That came with 4 minutes left in the second period. So 2-1 our score as we went to the third period. And the Lakers made it 3-1 with 10:18 left in the third period. Will Simbulik scored an unassisted goal with 10:18 left in the third period. Made the score 3-1. And then Simbulik with the final goal of the game with 4:13 left in the third period. Simbulik scoring in the final goal. Rhett Walter and Easton Kennedy with the assists. Time now for our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game. We're going to go with Will Simbulik. Finished the night 2 goals and 2 assists. So a 4-point night for Will Simbulik. He's our Muscatel GMC MVP of the game. Let's take a look at our broadcast schedule, where we'll be at next. We'll have boys hockey on Monday. 7 o'clock start time. Crookston will be coming to town. That'll be a section game. Big one on Monday. And then Thursday next week, we'll have girls hockey playoffs, likely at Crookston. On Thursday, wrestlers will be in action on TV3 on Friday. And then the following week, we'll have some boys hockey and boys basketball on the 9th and the 10th. For our TV3 crew of Cale Daniels and Ryland Mills, I'm Charlie Newland signing off here from the MAC in St. Cloud. Final look at our scoreboard. Brought to you by BTD Manufacturing. The Lakers get the win 4-2 over St. Cloud Cathedral. They're now 13-8 on the season. Cathedral snaps a 4-game winning streak, and they fall to 12-10 on the year. Have a great rest of your weekend.